Why did I say 36? You know what? I'll just shut up.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
Yeah, we're good, guys.
We're
I'm
with
recording
friends.
So I guess because we've already recorded introductions before, maybe we could go through those while you're doing that, Mark.
Oh, we're good.
Okay.
So yeah, we're ready to go, sir.
All right.
We are recording now, and all the
right.
sounds are working.
So we are gonna have ourselves a new member in the group.
Hello.
So I feel like maybe. Ooh, do you have a?
I
Why did I
do.
grab that? Oh, I know, because the crew was little. I'll have to make you a little circle token.
Yeah, yeah.
But for right now, I'll use that.
That works.
How about in order that it shows there on the cast list, you guys would like to start giving introductions of each other while I'm doing this. Do you have a bigger version to send me, by the way?
I believe I do. Let me just get this here. Should be uploading right now onto the Discord.
Got it. So that would mean if you'd just like to tell us a little bit about your character, what they look like, Howling Silence.
All right. This is Howling Silence. He is a Kenku warlock, and he is currently wrapped up in a soft white and blue robe. Black feathers underneath, all around his blue eyes, and just the hint of mutated flesh coming out from his collar underneath.
Nice. I like it. I like it. Any particulars as to weapons or anything of the sort?
He's a magic caster, so staves, wands,
Gotcha.
hands,
Hands.
like that.
His hands are weapons. Oh my
Very
god.
important. Very important
Hands
to have
slash
hands.
claws.
He casts with his feet, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, his
I do a
talons.
handstand every time I want to make it on a do cast.
A wing stand.
Wait, a claw stand? Yeah, sorry.
All right.
Next, we have the synthetic networked individual programmed for efficient repair, also known as Sniper, who carries around a high-powered sniper rifle.
That's a serendipitous name.
It's a very convenient acronym,
Yeah.
because he is originally a repair droid. That's his main goal, is to keep the ship tip-top. Other than that, he knows a little bit of casting, as he's an artificer. Mostly buffs.
There you go.
Roid doses and such like that.
All right. Who is this glowy-eyed dude?
Oh, you mean Mariel? Yeah,
I believe I do.
he's my character. He's an Asimar, so he came from the holy planet of Celestia. When he was when he was moved from there, he's kind of been traveling around and whatnot. He's a pretty tough looking dude. Constantly wears a cloak and tries not to show off his glowing eyes unless he needs to intimidate somebody. And when the going gets tough, he summons that giant piece of shiny metal armor you see behind him, and and pretty much runs guard for the group. He's basically an ex-cop who's become a bounty hunter to get himself out of prison. So.
Oh yeah. Should I know the others' crimes? Like what did the Howling Silence and Sniper do?
Those are great questions. You're gonna have to ask them yourself.
Yeah.
Over here, though, is my friend Gelbin.
Can you control your token now, by the way, Carter?
Let's see. I believe I do. Yes. Gelbin. Or is it Gelbin or...
He might be muted.
I was muted.
He's normally pretty talkative, so yeah, I must have put him on mute. Sorry about that.
No, I muted myself. I have a button on the thing that I click. So anyway, he is Gelbin Mechatork. Gelbin is the correct pronunciation. He is a very short gnome with bright green hair and a green mustache to match. He is also what you might call a gunslinger. He's got 2 revolvers on either waist, and he's pretty quick with them.
All right.
Right now, he's probably dressed in some dirtier leather armor because he hasn't quite gotten the Terra dust out of it yet.
Ah, he's a Terra rat.
No, he's not a Terra rat. We were on Terra, so
Oh, okay.
it's not from Terra, but we were just there.
It's
Fortunately,
hard to scrub that shit off, you know?
exactly. That shit
Yeah.
want to come off, and the smell is ugh.
Awesome. Should I give a quick description of my character, or should that happen in game?
You can do it right now.
All right. This is Ariadna Isabel de la Corona Salazar y Garcia. You could call her Isabel. She's
Can you
a
change your in-game name, by the way?
I can, yes. I'll do that right now. She's a mechanic, actually. Half giant in the Furbolg sense. And she worships Aman, the giant god of creation and Allfather. And she's very much a sturdy gal. She likes to make stuff, particularly armor and engines, and make things that make the ship go vroom. She's been on a ship all her life, and she probably will be to this very day. She got in a problem because of a bet, and she betted someone that she could make a peace, and she did. They were very good until the peacekeepers found her, and then she got sent to jail for forgery.
A very, very, very serious crime.
Yep.
It's actually considered worse than murder.
Wow, you're just scum.
Yep. Pretty much.
All right, now that the introductions are out of the way, how about we have everyone except for our new character roll to see who gets to recap last session.
Oh god.
fuck.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Nice. Take some pressure off. See what happens here. Sweet. I'm in a safe. Me and Blake with an 8. Safe 8.
Silent silence.
Believe in you, Taylor. Oh god.
Yeah, welcome to the 8 zone, buddy. Welcome.
It's across the board.
You're safe. Crazy 8s. That's what they called us.
Well,
I guess Carter
alright.
can't
Looks
really
like a-
recap. It would be funny if we made him though.
Let's have Gelbin tell us what happened last session in your own eyes.
Well, I believe we got the coordinates from the old guy. I don't remember his name. I don't even think he gave it to us. He might have. I don't remember it though. On the Pharaoh planet 1, I believe, and we were on our way there to go take care of some pests problems. Upon arrival, we, after hearing about the situation, kind of started to put together that they weren't necessarily just pests, but some kind of possibly intelligent creature. Didn't really care too much about it. For a while, Gelvin suspected the half-orcs themselves, but didn't pan out into nothing. We decided that we were just going to set up kind of an ambush for them, where Marielle and Gelbin would be outside waiting for them to go inside to steal the stuff that we left as bait for them, which time we would spring it. It didn't quite go as planned, as they, I believe, detected that someone was there. I think Marielle. I don't know if they actually saw him or just kind of had a feeling that someone was there. I don't think they saw him. He was invisible, so... when they started communicating and acting panicked between Gelbin and Sniper, they pretty much dispatched them immediately. And then went about trying to track them back to their home, or to where they came from, their base, not necessarily their home. We managed to use our new tracker dog, Harry. Yeah, it took him a little while, but he found him eventually.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy, exactly.
Don't know why I put Henry for his name in the character sheets.
Harry.
Harry.
He's hairless. We then went. Gelvin kind of snuck in a little ways and decided that stealth wasn't going to be a viable option with the sentries they had, and the group decided that fast and loud was going to be the way to go.
I like that.
Oh,
style.
Harry, there he is.
We kind of busted in, took down quite a few of these things, or two of them, and then we had to kind of figure out where we were going. Upon the route we chose, there was like a giant mouth thing opened up underneath. Who did it open up underneath? Was it Mario? Yeah, Mario. He figured he was first. So that kind of scared us a little bit. And then we were attacked by a bunch more of the bug people as they rushed us. We fighting them off when some kind of large bug creature, I don't know what they're called, I should know what they're called, but I don't, ran out and busted through a wall, I think, and basically made, I don't remember what the status effect was, but you look at them and you could get stunned or confused or something like that until you're
You get transfixed.
Transfixed something. You can't look at them, basically, was what we learned. With some quick thinking by Howling Silence, he sent that thing away for a while we dispatched the little guys, and we set up a kind of not so much an ambush, but like a firing squad for when the thing came back to just unload on it, and that's what we did, and we managed to end its life. We are now heading toward the Queen's Lair, I believe. I don't know if anybody knows that besides Sniper, though. Sniper can actually tell what they're saying and nobody else can, so.
Yep, Sniper's the only one who's heard them talking and saying things like black magic and invading
Protect
our
the
home
Queen,
and protect the Queen, yeah.
So. And that's where we left off, I believe.
Alright, give yourself a little bit of inspiration. And before we jump back straight into the action, we're going to have a little introduction here of our new character. Let me switch up the music real quick. Alright, so I'm just going to call you Isabel because my mouth cannot make those sounds. You are currently imprisoned in pretty much the sole prisoner in this entire jail. It's extremely well built, though. Almost the entire thing seems to be made out of adamantine. You know that they don't really keep prisoners very often, and so because of the law that pretty much executes everyone who does a crime. And you've probably been here for about a week, and suddenly someone comes up to your cell, one of the wardens, and he taps on bars. Been told to take you outside. Turn around. Put your hands behind her back.
My time has come then, yes?
Not sure. Orders from higher up.
Well, give my regards to the peacemakers. And I will turn around and do what he says.
He comes over, he has a sturdy pair of manacles that he slaps over your wrists. And then he very roughly jerks you over toward the door, begins to shove you forward. And if you don't resist him, then he brings you slowly down the long halls and eventually to the entrance of the jail, still clasped. And he brings you to the door, and you can feel he's sort of shaking as his hand comes to the handle there, and he hesitates for a moment.
Are you afraid they're gonna take you too?
He sort of turns and looks at you. He's trying to keep face, but you can tell he is extremely worried as he pushes the door open. And in front of you... Oh, I just realized I don't have one of the pictures, but I can show you the more important picture in this scenario in just a second. So, just before I do that, though, earlier I had you behind the scenes basically draw a card for me.
Yes.
The card that you drew was the Wheel of Fortune.
Yes.
However, it would appear that it wasn't quite in your fate, in your fortune at the moment. And sorry, there's going to be ominous thunder because it's storming over here.
All right.
Wasn't quite in your fate. As something else is in store for you.
Strength, eh?
Standing just outside of the jail, and now you can sort of understand why they took you out here instead of keeping you inside. As let's see here. Come on. Sorry, it doesn't want to come out. Doesn't want me to show it to you. It's too here we go. There you go.
Oh. Well, hello there, big guy.
A massive suit of armor stands before you, just behind a man in a black hooded cloak and a golden mask. And it looms over, probably 20 feet tall or more. And just as you stare at it, it sort of exudes this sort of strength to it. You feel almost like it's someone or something untouchable to you. And actually, I would like for you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
In fact, as you gaze upon this massive hulking figure, you are frightened.
Okay.
However, the picture does not want to appear for me. Interesting. All right. Well, the picture's gone, apparently, but you see a black hooded figure with a golden mask standing in front of him, seeming quite pleased with himself, although you can't see his face, but his posture tells you he carries himself. And he begins to step forward toward you. Oh. Such a terrible crime you did. I hope you understand the repercussions of such a thing.
I believe this massive thing will be crushing me soon, yes?
That's all he wanted to do. That would have been done long ago. Do you know who I am? Or what I am?
Do I know who he is or where he is?
Give me a history check.
Skills. History. Nope. I have not had the honor. No.
I am one of the high magistrates of the peacekeepers, and it is only by my will that you are alive still. You know, forgery is a high crime.
It is. I
The
admit my
others,
guilt.
the others wanted you dead. They wanted you turned into dog meat. And to be honest, I almost wish the same, but I see something in you. I think your skills could be useful to the Emperor in time. However, first, we must temper you. First, we must bring out the fear of God in you and bring your faith to the Emperor instead.
Ooh. Interesting.
I have a proposal for you to save your life. And he holds out a contract in gold leaf. Join this group and spare your life as you go around the solar system, bringing out crime, stamping it out, and burning it. Or you can die here and now, the most painful of deaths.
Well, since you put it that way, I am an expert at burning away imperfections. So I will do this for you.
And he sort of gestures as he holds out a quill to you. You can read it if you wish, but I'm sure you understand the particulars or gist of what you're gonna be signing.
I never was much of a reader. This says I save my life if I go and kill other more powerful bounties, yes?
Essentially, yes.
Good enough for me. I
And,
put in a long ass signature with every single name.
there seems to have been made extra accommodations for your name on the slip. And he sort of rolls it up and hands you another less fancy copy of it. And then he turns to the man behind him, who seems, the giant hulking figure behind him, who seems to be shifting from foot to foot. It sounds almost like as he shifts, it almost sounds like the creaking of a ship's hull, just from the hulking size. It seems very uneasy to you. And then the High Magistrate sort of waves a hand to him, and he said, then before turning around back to you, and he says, "However, before you leave, and trust me, I will take you to them. I do have just one more thing, because your crime was so severe." And he's suddenly cut off as the massive figure steps right over him and directly in front of you, sort of standing right over your body. Pretty much you're just staring at his crotch. "I've been given special permission to give you a spanking."
Oh.
"I played fortune in a game of dice for this. I wasn't very happy with the results, and neither was Star. He wanted to see the runt, but it's only you here." And you see him beginning to put his hands together, and a very loud crack is heard as he pops each knuckle of the armor.
Okay. Yeah, I brace for impact.
He sort of gives a belly chuckle. "I don't like one-way violence, though. Even though I'm allowed to give you punishment, I want to give you a chance. You won't get in trouble, but I want you to give me all you got. For 6 seconds, I'll let you do whatever you want to me."
Oh boy.
And he sort of stands there perfectly still, staring down at you. You can give me another wisdom save, by the way.
I would very much like to, yes.
Even as he's looming over you now, maybe because he's giving you this opportunity, you feel the fear beginning to pass. Maybe like you could actually do something to this guy.
Yeah, I'm about to be proven wrong, but let's try. Do I have my weapons with me?
You have the guard unclasps your manacles and he hands you all of your stuff. And the hulking figure sort of just stands there. I'll give you time to prepare, but only 6 seconds to attack.
All right. So let's see. Prepare. I would very much like. Let's see. Yeah. I will cast Spirit Guardians at 4th level.
After you put on all of your stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Is that all that you're doing?
Oh, wait. No, actually, as my preparation, I'll put on my stuff and put up Spirit Guardians, and I guess I'll have my freebie.
All right. So that's what you're doing for your attack?
For my attack, actually, I think I'll just hit him with a hammer.
All right.
Yep. This ought to be good.
Do you have the text written up for Spirit Guardians, by the way? Okay.
I do. Let me spell book. Spirit Guardians.
Yeah.
Actually, I will have to put my shield down in order to cast this. So my AC is just 20 right now.
That's your focus, isn't it?
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, then I'm good.
All right. And your attack?
Yep. Here goes nothing.
All right, that is actually a hit on this guy.
Is he perchance a construct?
Nope.
Fair enough.
And I set all this so you can see the rolls out in the open.
That don't hit? Oh no, that's a wisdom save. Yeah.
So, you as you run forward, your guardians surround him, and you notice actually instantly that he doesn't seem all that bothered by them. They in fact seem to be moving away from him for the most part, almost as if afraid of him. And he just begins to laugh heartily as you strike him. You feel your hammer strike true, but he just lowers his head down at you. It's just as the Emperor said. The power of the gods is weak. And he reaches his hand down at you and attempts to enclose it completely over your body.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So, see where it says you take damage equal to his strength modifier?
Yep, so that's 17.
You take 13 damage, bludgeoning damage.
Okay, 46.
And he easily lifts you up into the air. Just because you decided to use the power of your god, I'll teach you something interesting. He tosses you into the air, and you feel all weight and balance leave you. You're slightly disoriented. You just see the world flying all around. And then suddenly, you see a massive fist larger than your body come hurtling toward you.
Okay. So 35 to hit will hit. Yes.
Just as his fist... how much health do you have, by the way?
I now have 46. So I'm out.
You feel this giant fist crash into you, and your ribs cracking. And you can't even hear anything anymore. It's like a rush of blood just whooshing into your ears.
Yeah. Just
And,
for the loss, I'm gonna try and make the strength save to see if I stand my ground.
Sure.
Hey, no.
You feel your body just flying off in the other direction before it smashes into the side of the building and causes a massive dent, even in this adamantine fortress. And then your vision's beginning to go black as you fall unconscious. And he turns slowly toward the magistrate as you begin to black out. And he says, "Next time, star." And trails off as you no longer can understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
And then probably, well, let's see. 1d4. 4 hours later, you begin to wake up. You're at 1 hit point, and you see the magistrate in a seat beside you. You're sort of propped up in a seat now, and he sort of turns and notices you begin to wake. He says, "Ah, yes, just in time. We've arrived at the Pharaoh planet where your new group is stationed. Now, hold your breath, because this could kill you if you don't." And without even waiting for you, he pushes a button, and you feel, you don't feel, but rather you see your body beginning to, like, disappear. And suddenly, instead of your previous surroundings, which were a rather illustrious golden-lined ship interior, you begin to see dust and red soil.
Okay.
Let me put you down here quick. And all of you see, before you see Isabel, you see the image of the High Magistrate in his black cloak, which, by the way, just to remind you, the other ones that you guys saw were all in red cloaks. The image of him appears in front of Marielle specifically and says, "You have a new arrival. Sorry for the inconvenience and adding yet another mouth to feed, but this one needs special attention from you.
Special
We
attention?
hope that their services will be of use." And it sort of gives a bow, but you feel like it's almost like a demeaning sort of bow, not like it's actually respectful.
Thank you, sir.
And then, where the image previously was, you see the figure of Isabel slowly come into place, block by block, until their body is fully corporated at your feet.
That was not something I would like to be doing again. Oh, hello, big guy.
The armor will kind of look down
Who is this?
at you for a moment. Is the communication still open?
That appearing there and being told we got another one, man, I think they're gonna just keep giving it to us. I'm starting to think this is actually a shelter.
I could use some shelter. I got into a bit of a tussle with a giant mechanical man. And I'm not feeling great. And what is the situation? Oh. Right, sorry, where are my manners? Nice to meet you. I am Ariadna Isabel de la Corona Salazar y Garcia. But you could call me Isabel.
Ah, yes, I am Synthetic Network Individual Program for Efficient Repair. You can call me Sniper.
Good. Short, but sweet. And who is the small people? And then the very big people.
Gelwin's staring at you too over the, kind of shaking his head at the stupidly long names being thrown around. I'm Gelvin. Starting to wonder if they gave us a big enough ship.
Oh, you have a ship. This I like. It's already better than my previous accommodations.
It's better than most of our previous accommodations.
All right, folks.
Now, if you don't mind,
we're on a mission.
you see how
Time's ticking.
Isabel's palms start glowing with white flame. I need to take care of myself.
It's actually extremely difficult to breathe because you can feel your ribs sort of crushing against your lungs.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit about that. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at level 4. So, just 84 plus 4. No, 48 plus 4, that's... yeah. $48 plus 4. What? There you go. Still at half health, but hey, it's something. Much better.
Are you there, Mark?
Yeah, can you guys hear me? You guys can't hear me,
Possibly
can you?
muted.
Possibly.
Warriors doesn't want to talk to this criminal that has special circumstances. That could be it too. Bleed RP.
Yeah, he's known to get into character.
Still confused.
Can you guys hear me now? Fuck.
Are you in need of healing? I know some healing magics.
I'm fine. Big guy might need some though. He normally takes the brunt of it.
If we have 10 minutes, I can do some good healing. Is that-
Going off 10 minutes.
Kind of dropped in the middle of a mission here.
Yeah, we're.
Hey, I heard Mark's mic
Okay,
go off.
good. I know Mario will turn to you and say, so you've just kind of healed yourself. I'm assuming the Peacekeepers brought you up to date on our current mission?
Oh, no. I signed that contract really without reading it because they told me they would kill me if I didn't.
Quickly, I want to make a history check to see if that name rings a bell. Is that alright?
Sure.
I don't know if there's a chance I heard about it. I'm not sure if it's a high profile.
They probably not high enough profile for you to heard of them.
Even heard of it. Okay, fair enough. Then, in which case, I will say I'm supposed to pay some sort of special attention to you. But we have to get going. We have the clock ticking against us. Do you think we have 10 minutes, Sniper?
If I remember right. Didn't we just have one enemy escape?
Yes, we got to follow.
Oh, very well. Was he perhaps carrying any particular object? I can track him if he has.
Tracking, you say? That's one of your skills? What about weaponry?
Oh, weaponry is my skill. And I just wave a small hammer.
I see. Which way do we have to go? It was back down this way, right? Yeah.
By the way, Mark, is this better for recording?
I'm sorry?
Is this better for recording?
Yes.
I put like 4 squares in.
Yeah, I can. Well, let's see here when I have the rolls on. Yep, it's perfect. It's just enough space that we're good. Much better.
Alright.
Not that, as you said, not that we'll be there much longer, but.
Alright. So, I forgot. Actually, no, I didn't forget anything. Unless Howling Silence. Does Howling Silence have 120-foot dark vision from an invocation or no?
Pretty sure he doesn't.
Okay. By the way, who's carrying the light source? Because I believe there are at least 2 of you that don't have dark vision then.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't.
In that case, I've got the solution to your problem. It's I believe the only spell I can cast.
I mean, how long do your swords stay on fire?
Well, there's fire from the swords, but it's okay. But I can cast light, anyways. The light cantrip. I haven't. Still, every time I look at this character sheet, I have to like rememorize where everything is, but it's somewhere on my character sheet. But I have access to light. There we go, spell book. So I'll be the light source. I'll have like a shining light.
Are you casting it on your armor?
Yep. I'll show the police light will be flashing above me now.
As
As I'm moving forward, I'll say, all thieves, you are under arrest. I'll be yelling it. I know we have orders to put them down, but we ask that you come out without any weapons, armed. I'm gonna keep moving forward. Is everyone following behind me? Good.
I will go behind Cupface.
Nice.
As you step forward, you see that there is a sudden turn in the hall, and actually you can see down a little bit. I'll say you can probably notice a small door
I see.
made out of stone. Again, it doesn't have like any handles or anything. It's just pure stone in the shape of a rough shape of a doorway.
I'll actually cast a second healing spell on me as we walk.
I'm noticing him healing, I'm assuming. Have I seen
Yeah.
that magic from anyone beyond myself before?
Now, probably, unless you would probably know in your line of work that this is divine magic, which in most circles is looked down upon rather. But it's not illegal as much as some people wish it was.
So it's not illegal. Okay.
It's just ancient.
I'm gonna lay on hands myself anyways, so I guess that shows a little bit of things in common. But if it's not illegal, then I'm okay with it. Let's just continue on forward.
Yeah, you don't see anybody around, and you can all make perception checks too.
I'm also gonna mention back to Gelbin to peek around that corner and make sure nobody gets us from behind.
All right. I'll look, but I don't think there's much of a stealth at this point. We all just kind of stomp their way
Just
on.
want to make sure.
There.
Seems to
looks-
be a tunnel that's being newly dug into.
Now we did see one of these things vanish in front of us, right? Back here when
Yeah.
the fight started.
Yeah,
So
at the very start.
I'm gonna take a good listen.
I like it.
All right, go ahead and roll
Make
me.
sure I don't hear any like.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Ooh, nope. I'm deaf. All that guns going off right next to my face.
Yep,
Can't
that's how
hear
you
so
get
well.
noticed.
Looks clear, boyos.
Actually, Gelvin, you don't hear anything. However, Marielle and Isabel, you hear a soft, very quiet, sort of, almost like a clacking sound, but not exactly, coming from right over here.
We'll both kind of do that moment where we both recognize that each other have noticed at the same time as we're making our way forward. I will stop, kind of looking down at him, kind of give him a nod, as I continue forward towards it.
Yeah, you go ahead, big guy.
I got this.
Suddenly, the sound seems to stop as you begin to approach it and stare in its direction.
Oh.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna pull my blades out. Or my blades are probably already out, but I'm gonna make sure they're on fire. And I'm going to start walking towards it.
You hear something in your head, Mario. Don't hurt me! Please have mercy!
I'll pause for a moment actually with my blade up for a bit. Gelbin. And I'm gonna try and intimidate it. If you move, I will stab you.
Go ahead and roll me intimidate.
Hey.
You don't hear a response in your head, but there's like a sudden sort of clacking sound that sounds almost like a flinch in that direction. You recognize it as a sort of pangs of fear. You can tell that they're probably very afraid of you.
I'm gonna point down towards where the sounds are coming from.
They're coming in your head. And
Oh,
you
shit.
mean the clacking?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, they're right over here somewhere. Please, just let the queen go. She's our entire life. You can kill the rest of us, but let her live so our colony can live again.
She is a thief. She's under arrest. My
She's
orders
not
are
a
to
thief.
exterminate
Please,
her.
Please, we just wanted them to leave. We just had to get rid of them, but we didn't want to hurt them. And then you guys came in and killed us. Killed so many of us.
Do you know how much damage you've done to the mining company? How many lives you've endangered? There's a system out there, and I keep that system in order.
Like, I'm sure that your clutch is very happy to have you. You're very strong. I don't understand your customs. We live simple lives here. Just let us be. And Gelvin and Isabel, you're beginning to hear this in your heads as well. But the rest of you can't.
I am going to try and grapple this guy now.
All right. Give me an athletics check with disadvantage.
Athletics check at disadvantage because he's invisible, right?
Yeah, because he's invisible.
Have to decide whether or not to use my... I'll just do it. Do it as is.
I was gonna roll on the wrong sheet. I was gonna roll a strength sheet. That
Alright, I think this will show up with disadvantage. Yeah, 15.
Hit this.
I'm gonna motion back to the group. We have company, and hopefully I don't know if I've caught him or not, but I'm gonna say we have company just moments before I lash out and grab him. I know he's invisible, but...
Yep, just as you grab them, their invisibility seems to end as their body appears from seemingly nowhere as you hold on to them. And it seems just like one of the other workers that you saw, but they seem to have some strange markings on top of their heads, sort of carved into their carapace.
Gonna have my blade held up with my other hand, as if I'm about to jab him in the head with it.
Please, don't kill me.
He's saying that out loud at this point, right?
No.
Still
What
in
are
your mind?
our orders, big one?
We're ordered to exterminate them. All of them.
Well then, let's get a move on.
And he seems to look at you, seeming not have understood what you were talking about, still pleading with his eyes.
Gonna make an insight check. hard to read.
Yeah, difficult to get any sort of read on him. Probably the difference in race.
If no one's gonna stop
What do
me,
you
I'm
do?
gonna jab this thing in the head.
Yeah, go for it.
I look back, and I don't seem to hear any one that's opposed to this.
Yeah, nothing's
Mhm.
been allowed, correct? It's all been in the brains of our allies.
Well, I'm saying stuff aloud now.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, but from him.
it's for him, Gelbin, and Isabel. You can hear the voice near the end there.
So he hasn't clattered any words aloud in his
Nope.
language.
Oh, I'm sorry. When you crap. What was the question that you asked him a minute ago?
I asked Mario.
What did Mariel ask him? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't remember what Mario asked
Okay.
in particular.
Well, he was speaking out loud. However, it was mostly in your brains, and you don't understand what he's saying except sniper. You sort of hear very faint and weak. Just spare the queen. Kill us, but spare the queen. And the rest of you just hear.
Okay. I don't have anything to stop you with.
All right.
I need to be able to build my morality here.
You can give me an attack roll with advantage, Mario. As he's currently not resisting your attack at all.
Alright, I'm gonna hold on to him. Gonna take him back to the group. Assuming he's coming with me.
Ooh, sorry, couldn't move.
I'm gonna need you to answer some questions first. Are there any other exits out of this building?
And you hear in your mind, you have to really think to me what your question is. I can't understand your language. And all of you are beginning to hear this in your heads now.
Alright, so Gelvin, what's your read on this guy? You're muted if you're speaking, sir.
We need to ask him something in our heads real quick so I can see if he's on the up and up. You know, I'm assuming right now he just seems like he's kind of given up and is really just after this one thing of sparing the queen. Where I'm at.
Since you're so good at insight, I'll say that's what it seems like to you. Like right now, you think that you feel like he put down the invisibility himself. So he's sort of resigning to whatever fate he has now after his plea.
So I'll re-ask Mario's question in my head about about multiple exits.
There's two exits. One back the way you guys came, and then one on the opposite side.
Which one on my insight check?
Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth.
Okay, point to the other one.
When he says like the other side, he means like up this way, right?
He actually points like this.
Ooh, so down here. So one this way, and then one this way.
Yep.
Kind of idea. Okay.
Alright, so we probably want to get towards the exit then. As probably as quickly as possible. Things could have a hive mind. I'm going to now attack it and kill it.
Okay. You have advantage.
Yes, sir. 16.
That is a hit.
9 piercing,
And you
5 damage.
9. Let me see. Quick. Isn't it supposed to be an extra D8 in there? Or something? No, wait, there's supposed to be a
Oh,
a
D6
D8.
and a D8 now. I forgot to.
Yeah, D6 and
update
D8. Yeah.
Because 1d6 plus 1d8. I'll roll it again just to see the damage.
Yeah.
And we just take the
There you go.
D8 from it if you want.
No, I'll just take whatever it
12's
was.
good with me.
And you pierce into his head, and sort of sizzles against his carapace, and then he begins to scream. And reflexively, he begins to wildly gesture, and you can sort of tell that it's some sort of spell.
Oh,
So if you want, you guys can roll some initiative.
sure.
Not too worried. Pretty sure someone's gonna shoot him. But I'll roll initiative just for posterity's sake.
Just to see if...
I just trust Gelbin so much.
Well, I got a natural 1 on my initiative, so you probably shouldn't trust me right now.
Well, you're gonna go first, right? Anyways, or no?
I got a
No,
7.
sniper's gonna go first.
Oh, there you go.
The sniper's going to go.
It's almost
Good.
I'm not known for my good initiatives.
Golin's actually a little shocked right now. He was actually going to take a step back when you stabbed it.
Sniper,
Oh shit!
what do you do?
So, do I have any inkling of what kind of spell he's got going on, or no?
Roll me an Arcana.
Probably not.
It doesn't seem like any sort of spell you've seen before.
Okay, so he's doing unknown magics.
Yeah. And he's gesturing with all 4 of his arms, by the way. Unarmed.
Damn.
As you,
All right, what's he doing? Bam!
Yeah, but how do you kill him?
Damn.
Well, he's already got a sword in his head,
Yeah.
and I think wherever his hands were kind of at, I'm guessing somewhere in his chest area. Basically, it went right in that general direction, just kind of reflexively blasted a hole through his chest.
All right. You see his lower part of his body slowly sags, and you see the intestines holding on to it before they snap, and his upper body is just held in Mariel's hand.
Gelbin's gonna take a step back as that kind of happens, and then he's gonna look up at Mario and be like, "There was probably still more we could have asked him."
Like what?
I like this group already.
I don't know where the queen was,
I think the queen's this
how
way.
many guards she has.
Reminds me of the image
Seems
of
a little unnecessary, but
His best interest was probably to lie anyways. I'm gonna smash open the door.
All right.
he was telling the truth.
Really?
1 second.
They never tell the truth. Not at first.
As far as I can tell, and I'm pretty good at these things. Telling people are bluffing pretty well.
You are the guy that can call the bluffs. Alright, next time we'll play those by your lead.
Next
No.
time.
I mean, you got us through it pretty well, I'd say.
I mean,
Nothing
it
wrong
worked, didn't it?
with. Yeah, it worked. All right.
Right now we got a queen to kill.
Yeah, we sure do.
Ready, boys?
When I woke up this morning, I did not think it would end with regicide.
Well, welcome to the team. We do regicide for breakfast.
So as you as you push open the door, or rather completely shatter it under the weight of your foot, you see in front of you a large pool of dark water, and surrounding it are more of these ant-like creatures. One of them has one of those triangular throwing devices, and the others all seem to be unarmed. Actually, 2 of them, I'm sorry, have them. But in the far corner there, you see a figure that's much, much larger than the other ones, and the abdomen, or rather thorax, I don't remember how it is for insects,
That's not the right. Got it.
is much, much longer, in fact. And they have longer mandibles as well. And in little pockets and indentations in the ground, you see writhing masses of what look like maggots. And instantly, as the door shatters, they all are staring right in that direction. Seem to have been ready, probably from the sound of that gunshot earlier.
Freeze,
And,
thieves. That's it.
As you say that, a mist begins to fill the air, a sort of very, very light purplish tint, and it begins to waft in your direction from this larger figure.
All right.
And assuming you don't do anything about that, he begins to filter into the room, or rather the hallway, and you all begin to feel something, and it feels like a sense of sadness.
Uh-oh.
And then there's a sense of anger, and then a sense of pride and honor that you especially feel, Mario. It seems to be coming like you're sharing the emotions of everyone in the room.
Oh,
He's trying to get into our minds, trying to use it against us. Feel my anger. Focus on that. I let my
So
eyes
what
glow
do you-
super bright.
What do you guys do?
I turn to Galvin and I look at the revolvers on his sides. Are those pea shooters enchanted?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Can't help you then.
That's fine. Pretty alright without much help.
Sniper, you probably can't see the larger one from where you're standing. But you very faintly hear a sort of resounding voice coming from that direction. Why do you attack us in our home? We took some things only to drive you from our territory. We have not hurt any of you.
We've been sent by the peacekeepers to keep the peace.
Only Sniper understands that.
Oh, is he? Oh, I don't even hear it. I mean, I can hear
you
clacks,
hear it,
right?
but you don't understand
Right.
it. Yeah.
You hear the clacking.
Only Sniper can hear it. Fair enough. So I cannot react. I'm not aware that Sniper can translate either yet. I liked it this
Nope.
whole time. All right.
Yeah. Nobody else knows.
So, I mean, like, I guess we're probably just gonna go in there, right? And
Yeah.
start fighting. That's what I think Mariel is gonna do. So.
Yeah, guns and swords blazing. Let's do this.
I just want to make sure Sniper's got his chance to reply if he wants to.
True. Unless Sniper wants to stuff up now.
I got plans what'll happen.
All right.
I mean,
That's not ominous in the least.
I got plans too, guys. It's called Kicking the Queen's Ass. Let's do it right now, as
Abdomen.
friends. Oh, I'm sorry, kicking his thorax. What did we decide it was?
Yeah, totally. I'm not an entomologist.
I gotta go run. I'm gonna grab a quick drink. I will be back in
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Let's just roll, and then everyone
Oh, okay.
will take a quick break.
Yeah, we'll
Alright.
take a bit longer if you want to. I gotta just. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're back.
I say we kick it in the baby pooper. I think that's what we'll say.
Oh, I am slow today.
I mean, I got a 7.
I mean, I have a plus. I have a
Still
plus
getting
6
that bit
on
of blood
initiative.
out of your gun there, huh, Sniper?
Yeah. Same. I'm still fixing it. Mine broke.
No, you'll see what's happening.
Oh God.
Yeah, we'll take a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back.
Okay.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
It would seem you were lacking in frontliners, so I'm glad I chose this pass.
Yes, we are lacking in frontliners quite heavily. Although Sniper has a pretty high AC, hilariously enough.
Really? Alrighty.
I think he's wearing heavy armor, so.
So like 20 AC?
I think it's something. I'm not 100% sure on what he's wearing, but it's something decent. It's better than mine. I have pretty low AC.
You're like, what, 17?
I'm at a 16.
16, gotcha.
Does my mage armor automatically factor in?
What's your AC at?
12.
12 then
Dexterity
no.
is a 14. 15.
14.
So your
So you get a
AC,
plus 3 to that.
yeah. So if your AC is 4, if your, Dex is 14, you should have an AC of 15.
It says 12.
Yeah, but with your mage armor, it'll be a 15.
Oh,
Yeah,
with
it'll be a
15.
15.
Basically,
yeah.
if you aren't casting mage armor or it gets dispelled, you will have a 12.
Yeah, okay.
Since you can do it at will without expending a spell slot, it's kind of assumed
Yeah.
that you always have it on.
Yeah, pretty much assume they have it, unless like you get knocked out for 8 hours or something.
It's kind of like my
Yeah.
my translation helmet. You know,
I mean,
it's 8 hours at will, so it's just kind of always up.
yeah.
That's the same thing mine is.
Yep.
Basically.
You basically always have it. It's
Since it
pretty-
doesn't cost anything to do,
Yep.
it's other than an action probably.
The only time it'd be like it's not up is like you're awoken in the night or something. Like if you went to bed for like and you're on the very tail end of it or some shit like that, right?
Even
Yeah.
Even then,
It's
you can always
kinda-
you cast it right before you go to sleep. You don't feel safe sleeping unless you have your mage armor on.
Yeah, you don't feel safe without your mage armor or blanket.
Exactly. It keeps the monsters away.
It's the one
Yeah.
his mom gave him.
Well, in your case, I mean, I don't know if very much keeps the monsters away. I'll be honest.
It might keep him a little closer.
Keeps the monsters a little closer. Lets them snuggle in.
They say keep your enemies close.
Hey. I have an AC of 22.
Nice.
Squishy, but I can shoot a lot of
Guys, you
times.
have a shield.
I have a shield. I have the full plate, and I have class features. Soul of the Forge gives me +1 AC, and my Blessing of the Forge gives me +1 AC.
Nice.
So yeah, maybe someday I'll be like Strength.
Yeah.
We can work on building you a suit of armor.
Oh yeah, actually. Oh yeah, we can work together, you and I.
Are you able to pilot as well, or are you only?
I am able to pilot.
Okay, so I'm guessing you took the sailor stuff.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, we have both ends covered at the same time, then we don't have to do one or the other.
Exactly. We can be a duo. Also, you are an artificer, and I have some very nice spells for artificing. So together, we could rule the world.
Man, did really not save that picture.
I figured I should- probably a decent enough time. I haven't actually ever mentioned it, but I think for the most part, since artificers are technically magic, that the gun has some form of charging. It's not just a straight sniper rifle.
Yeah.
My original thought was it had some form of magic circles on it, in like the chamber or something along those lines. Whenever
Okay,
I
yeah.
fire
I'm
it.
telling you, as you hold the trigger down or something, like just magic circles kind of like just start going down the line of the barrel. And then
Exactly. It's basically like a
around the
rail gun.
outside.
It's like a rail gun, but with magic.
They just kind
Wonderful.
of keep forming, and then like eventually they get this last one. It completes, and it's like.
I just have a golden hammer.
I got two +1 revolvers.
I hope it's not real gold.
Oh no! It's not real gold, but it's just golden. It's imagine the Fix It Felix hammer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that.
When he gets the upgrade. You can fix all the windows real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like fucking just golden spray paint on there.
So is
Obviously
it
it's not
legitimately
real
just
gold.
the light hammer? Is that what you got then?
Yeah, I have a light hammer. It's a +1 hammer, but yeah.
I like that.
Yep. And it's got a mending on it, so whatever I hit, it just gets fixed.
Maybe
Kind
you
of
can
like a
fix-
video game.
Maybe you can fix my babies when they break in combat. 'Cause sometimes I can't fix
Hit
them.
his hammers.
Yeah, I can. It just takes. How long does it take to cast mending? I think like a minute.
Oh,
I
so
think it's just
so-
an action.
I think it is an action.
I was gonna say, because I can fix them outside of combat just pretty much easily. Like, it's not very hard for me to fix them outside of combat. It's only when I have to fix them in combat that is the issue.
Yeah. Okay. Let's check the grimoire.
It's weird that the artificer doesn't actually get any cantrips.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't give them mending. You just be like, here you go, you have mending. I think, wait, actually, I might have mending. I just realized. I think one of my class features for being
You get nothing and you'll like it.
the gunsmith.
Actually, casting time 1 minute.
Yeah, actually, level 1 I do have mending.
Jeez, it is a
so I do
minute?
have the mending.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh well. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, I guess we can save money though, because I don't have to. If I do fail it, I think I have to spend the money to replace the parts or whatever to fix my gun.
Yeah. No, I can just like hit it. Although your guns are magical, so maybe I can't.
Well, I guess they're not technically broken. There's like a misfire or something. I don't know. It's a weird
Yeah.
System.
Let's see the spell real quick.
because you cannot repair. You can
Oh,
fix them, but you
here
don't
it
get the
is.
magic property back. But my guns aren't really destroyed. I think
Gotcha.
They're
It's more
just-
like
they're
backlog.
jammed.
Yeah.
They're kind of fucked up, and like it's not something I can fix. Either it's something I can quick fix on the battlefield, or it's not. It's kind of the idea.
Oh no, I actually can physically repair a magic item or construct, so we're good.
No, well, fantastic. So no, it works out then.
Hey, I have that
are you
spell
back,
too.
Mark?
Everybody
Yep.
can fix shit.
Yes, sir.
We're all a bunch
Just-
of Bob the Builders.
I fucking finally found the picture.
He did it, everybody!
Nice.
What a hero! Here we go. We can
It
finally
was
see
like really deeply buried in there because they found it forever ago.
in the shadow room.
How can you mend a broken heart?
Fuck, I just uploaded it, but what I should have done was just make a handout and shove it in there.
Mysterious war.
I will have to. Yeah, you'll get to hear about that later.
Okay.
I think he's working with the Black Hand.
Magistrate.
Oh my god.
Okay, I see what you mean.
That
Oh,
guy is a lot cooler than I was expecting him to be looking.
Yeah.
It's got to be said.
That's
Yeah,
why I
I
wanted to
mean-
find it, because it was actually cool looking.
Looks like a fucking Warframe
yep.
Prime.
I have that image on my Pinterest. You should have just told me, man.
I have it on my
Told him that I needed
Pinterest.
a scary black robe, golden faced man.
Yep.
I could have found it.
High Magistrate.
Yep.
It's a big deal,
Spooky
man.
guy.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
What can I say?
It's a big deal.
Like he said, it was only because of his will that they didn't kill him, because he's the only one who had enough pull to say otherwise.
Wow.
Counterfeiting's a big deal.
Counterfeiting is a big deal. Yeah. Don't do it, kids.
Yeah, I'm glad that Mario doesn't know that's what you've done.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
my character is expert forgery.
Oh, actually, yeah.
We could probably start up an operation if we really wanted.
Forgery is relatively
Listen, if we're gonna
okay.
start
I
up
mean.
any operations, we have to deal with Mario. He cannot learn about this at all.
Yeah, you have to like
Out of the bottom of
constantly.
this ship.
That's what's good about it.
If he knows, then it's over.
Nah, Mario, you shouldn't go down into the bottom of the ship. No, that's
No, man.
Oh,
We,
no, Mario. Not
you
there.
You get your nice cloak dirty, and we don't want that.
We forgot the dust down there.
He doesn't have very good insight, which is why he relies on Gelbin for getting. He's always like, I'm never gonna read on him. Like he was always saying that. But
I don't know. I can't really read him.
That's why he he fell as a police officer. He just like he just sees bad stuff. He just assumes everyone's lying and kills them. Why'd you do that? He was lying. Are you sure? Not really, but you know.
Alright, so are we killing some ants?
We're gonna kill some ants.
Yeah, everyone
I
ready?
figured whatever direction he was gonna point, it would be in the opposite direction of the queen. That's what Mario figured. Because he's gonna answer the question to the best of his interests.
I mean,
That's a fair
he's
point.
also probably fucking scared shitless.
I mean,
You
well,
could have been telling us what the actual exits are.
Yeah, but I got a sense that he's in a hive. That he's in a hive
I'm
mind.
pretty sure most theories and like interrogations and like torture things like that, like questioning, isn't it mostly like
They give you
like
the
the
answer
first
you
half
want to hear.
hour or whatever is gonna be lies or whatever?
Yeah, they never tell you the
Just in
truth.
general.
Well,
Yeah,
in
really.
interrogation, for police interrogation, I'm basing him off a lot of true crime. Anyways, let's kick this queen's ass.
Let's go kill some things.
Let's
Yeah.
kill this thing. There we go.
So, things kick off. You notice the queen in the back begins to do some strange gestures with her hands. And you see almost like it looks almost like vines growing out of her one of her appendages, and she reaches over and touches this fry cream, and you see the vines surround him, and suddenly his body is just encased with this like an armor.
Oh. Okay.
Mario, it's your turn.
Ah. I have an idea as to where the best tactical position is. So for now, I am just going to move myself here. It has to be here. Okay. I'm trying to block the doorway for now,
All right.
so that if anything were to rush in through and past me, I'm trying to like get at least one attack of opportunity on them. So I've moved.
Could prepare an attack if you want,
I am thinking
or dodge.
probably the best thing to do, or dodge. Yeah, I'm just checking out.
I don't
my-
know what tricks you got.
I got one left, and I was just looking at it. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna save it. So, yeah, I'm gonna save it for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'll move there and take a dodge action. Hope that these guys can lay down some early firing. We'll go from there. That's my. So I'm gonna take a dodge action, and I don't think I'm taking a bonus action because I'm not using my tricks. So that's my turn.
All right.
I already have my weapons of flame this time, so I'm good.
Yep. You see this one of the larger ones with these giant bee claws just come rushing at you furiously. Not even seeming to look at the people behind you. You probably couldn't even actually notice them. And he begins to just thrash at you with all of his vigor.
So I'll be using my swords defensively.
Interesting. Okay, 1 second.
I think I'm still affected by that spell that sniper casts on me.
There was 7 rounds already. I
Okay,
think it was
so
more
it's
than
a round.
3 rounds after that.
Okay, so I
So
don't
I
have
don't think
shield.
you
of
have
Faith
Shield
anymore.
of, Shield of Faith is 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10
Oh,
minutes.
10 minutes? Okay, never mind then.
So I still
Yeah, you
got Shield
still
of
have
Faith
it.
rocking. Okay, 21 AC then.
$23, you said?
21.
21.
Isn't 21 your normal AC?
19, I believe, plus 2 is 21.
I think your AC is supposed to be. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I looked at your sheet earlier. It was +2 when I saw that. Never mind. Oh my god, dude. Okay, well, he thrashes at you and strikes you. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You were dodging, so he actually has disadvantage on all of these.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More roll. Okay, well, you managed to dodge a crit. However, you're getting hit by 1 claw, 2 claws, 2 claws, and a bite.
Damn.
And how many attacks was that?
That was 5.
Okay.
Let's see here. Sorry, I have to open up the thing again. Closed out for some dumb reason. Okay, sorry. It's going to be 19 damage total from 3 attacks, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw, here we come. Oh lord.
Yeah, that is most definitely a success. And you see the 3 masses of maggots begin to stir around you. They don't seem to be moving, though.
That's nice.
Moving from their spot, that is. How long silence? It's your turn.
Right, so I can see over Gulman, so and can I see this guy right here?
Which one? Him? Yeah. Yeah, you can see him.
I can see him. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cast my Eldritch Blast on him a couple times.
Alrighty.
Good old E-Blast.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
a hit. And a second hit.
Nice.
Alright.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He's sort of pushed back a bit as the blast slammed into his chest, but he seems to be wholeheartedly attacking Mariel still. He seems to be very zealous in his attempts and sort of stopping Mariel specifically. Anything else on your turn?
With that, I'm gonna end it.
Alright, so it's the worker's turn. This one begins to walk over and he's gonna hurl some of these strange throwing weapons at you, Mario.
Still at disadvantage, right?
Yep, still disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not even close. He actually throws 3 of them. He had 4 in total, 1 in each of his claws, and he hucks them at you, and they just go flying, tinking off your armor effortlessly. This one, next to the maggot, sort of interposes himself between you and begins to strike you with his claws. And all 3 of them miss. Isabel, this is your first turn in real combat.
Woo!
Dude,
I like the
I'm
way
sorry.
Mariel is thinking.
This one's actually gonna run up here, and this one's gonna run here and start dodging. Now it's your turn.
Okay. I like the way Mariel is thinking. I am also going to cast Shield on Faith on myself. Where's the shield? Where's the shield? I know there's a shield. You see as she actually bangs on her shield with her hammer, and the shimmering, fiery barrier appears around her. That's a bonus action. And as an action, I'm going to hit this guy right in front of me with my hammer.
Alrighty. That is a hit.
I think that is my turn. And I say, this land, it stands with us. Yes, big one?
Like you already.
Gelvin, it's your turn.
Wow, we got two people who stand in front of me now. I like this.
Yep.
Gelvin's gonna take a shot at this guy here. The guy that he saw howling. Weaken up. Get him off the field, hopefully. 18 to hit.
Which one was that you were attacking? I'm sorry.
Different one.
One in the back? Okay, yep, that is a hit.
Or 14 damage to him.
Yep. He's looking more and more injured, but not dead yet.
Yep. And then second attack at him, 16
That is a hit.
for only 6 damage that time.
Yep. Still up.
Yep. And then my third attack. Ooh, 11. Sure that one misses.
The shot goes flying wide, and you can hear it hit the wall behind him.
Okay. That is my turn.
Sniper, it's your go.
So after getting hit by our cloud of emotions, Sniper is hit with a very strong emotion. From his past, he remembers strong sadness. He falls prone, down to a hand and knee. And he's beginning to feel what he believes would be classified as regret, maybe even remorse. And he ends his turn there.
Oh, that's so awesome.
If only somebody could tell us that they were sentient. I don't care though. Only had one of them talk to me. It was
one of them was talking in your mind.
a fluke.
That don't count.
Alright, so you see the queen looking down at all of this mayhem going on. She doesn't even move from her seated position. In fact, you could probably guess, with how large her thorax is, she probably can't move very much. She's mostly sedentary.
A la Alien Queen style.
Yeah. And she just stares, and as she's looking down upon this again, you feel this sadness as she's seeing these soldiers die for her. And she raises her hands into the air and begins to clack her mandibles together. And a storm cloud begins to fill the air above the chamber, which is probably about 40 feet tall.
Storm cloud, eh?
Yeah. And that is going to be her turn. Marielle, it's your turn.
So I see a storm cloud forming above me. Queen's doing her
Yep.
thing. Alright. I'm gonna look over towards our new friend Isabel and say, thanks for helping me light the load. You ever heard of a Hail Mary? And I'm gonna activate my bunny hop. So let's see, how many feet is it? Oh, sweet. bonus action, dash, no attacks of opportunity will be made. You can move, what, 30 feet? Yeah, I can just move over. Can I move over that terrain? No problem. Eeh,
You could fly.
really only get to
'Cause you're
there.
at the 7th level.
But
So
then I can move.
they all do get attacks of opportunity, but at disadvantage, though.
Oh, okay, sure. Go for it. I'll move there, and then I'm dashing right. Actually, I'll end up here because I want to end up attacking this queen. So are they going to take their attack opportunity first?
All of them miserably fail. They very weakly, as they're distracted by all the things that are happening, they turn and try to bite at you just as you're leaving, but none of them get a good grab at your armor.
So my eyes are glowing white as I like almost seemingly it's as if my metal wings that hang out from the back of my armor are functional for a few seconds. I bunny hop just to the side of that water area there, and then dash in and with my one sword go to stab it straight into the face of this queen. I don't think I hit it.
Oh wait, you get another attack.
Yeah, I forgot. I always forget. Attack action gives me 2 attacks. Probably makes
So you
both my
swing both of your blades, and the first one requires against her very thick carapace. You can feel that even though she's like barely able to move, she's protected by this thick armor on her body. And you just beat off of it without any real damage done to her. However, you notice all of the eyes again turn toward you.
Oh yeah.
And Sniper, you hear simultaneously, "Defend the queen!" I assume that's the end of your turn.
Yes, sir.
This guy here runs over to the pool of water and then leaps clear over it, bringing his fist down upon you as he does so. $25 to hit.
That's a hit, sir.
9 damage. And he's gonna rake you 3 more times. Fail, fail, fail. And then he reaches in and attempts to bite you.
Okay. Yeah.
Another failure.
Oh, thank goodness.
And he seems to have almost in like a blood rage as he's striking at you. He's even as his claws don't make it through your armor, you feel them like scraping at it. And you can see blood just rushing from his wounds and from wounds he's making attacking your armor. He doesn't seem to care about his own well-being at all. And now you notice these writhing maggots begin to move.
Oh boy.
They begin to just surround you, and normally, they might just be a mild nuisance to you, but because there's so many of these maggot-like creatures, they just swarm you. You notice that their faces look almost like developing figures of these same creatures.
Sorry about that.
Here. 19 to hit. You still have the armor, so that's not going to hit.
Armor's holding on.
And then one more attack. 24 to hit.
That will. You're gonna get inside my armor and stuff. Here we go.
Yep. You feel some of them managing to wriggle their way through your armor and biting at your bare body. So you take 9 piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, and Constitution saving throw is coming up. Let's hope I roll as good as I did last time.
Yeah.
I did.
You take 7 poison damage as the poison begins seeping into your veins, and you can feel like, as it does, your veins are bulging out, but you manage to stave off most of the effects. It's just extremely painful.
So it's 7 poison?
Yep, 7 poison damage.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm quite.
This
You're
one,
gonna see blood probably leaking out of my armor at this point too. So don't worry, they see it all the time.
and this one moves into where Mario previously was, basically, and begins to surround you, Isabel. And it also attacks you. 14 to hit, so no good.
No.
Having silence, it's your turn.
All right. So this thing right here is guarding the door, I'm guessing.
Seems like it.
Does seem like that.
You think because they're so small, you probably could run through them.
Okay. Well, shit. Alright. Gotta start using it somehow. So I'll just move up next to her.
Yep.
And, shit. Guess I'll start going on this one right here.
You'll have disadvantage within 5 feet, so you should probably hit that one.
So
Well, it's actually
5 feet, I
standing
believe.
right in
Yeah.
something that can attack him, so he'd have disadvantage anyway.
Oh, do you
Yeah.
want an rage attack? So you should shoot back here then, or something. Let's see.
Or if you have a spell or something you can cast besides that.
Yeah, like there's something with touch range or
AoE.
yeah.
I don't have my spell slots anymore.
Yeah, we haven't taken a short rest since the last fight.
Good old 3 warlock spells.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're just gonna spam your cantrips.
Yeah.
That Eldritch Blast.
That's all I gotta do.
If you
Can I
don't
take a
wanna-
step back?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just
If
blast
you wanna
before you
go
move
further
and blast
back.
on your way.
All right,
You can even be
Uh,
like here.
Yeah.
and then I'll attack these, I guess.
Okay.
Try to get those away.
Yep, go ahead, roll the attack.
Nope.
Hey.
That is a hit.
All right.
And you notice as your blasts hit it that normally it would be difficult to attack so many creatures at once, but your blast just rips through one and then the other, sort of kills quite a few of them in one sweep.
Well,
Good old force
Let's see
damage.
here how much. Yeah, 37.
Sweet word.
hey,
Yeah, you notice that basically half of them are destroyed from these blasts.
okay. So that you want me to roll again for the other half, or take
I
that?
think he-
No, that was it.
That was
Yeah.
2 attacks. I think.
That was 2 of them. Okay. All right. Then I'll end my turn there.
All right. You're on swarm because I don't feel like my bullets are gonna do much to him. I'll be honest.
I
Swarm
I
duty.
agree with you on that one.
I don't think a bullet's gonna gonna hurt these things very much.
You can hit the ground and have it.
Sniper's
No,
bullet
he's-
might.
Shrapnel.
He's on cleanup duty, guys.
Alright. This one is gonna step in, running through the swarm of maggots, or young, as you might guess, and he's gonna start swinging at you. Silence.
All right.
He's gonna make. Oh, that's gonna be a miss, and then he attempts to bite you. 16. Does that hit?
Yep.
I believe so.
That is 5 piercing damage, and need a Constitution, saving throw.
And he takes damage from the armor of Agathis.
Oh yeah.
That I
How
have
much?
up.
How long does that last?
Up to an hour.
Okay.
What spells level? So it takes 20 damage, right?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you need a Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw as he bites into you.
Okay.
Make sure you're keeping track of how many of the temporary hit points you still have.
Yeah. How much damage did I take there?
5.
They're not a temp hit point. Just put 20 in that little temp HP thing, Taylor.
Oh, okay.
Next to your hit points, there's a temp HP one.
So I had 22 to begin with, and now I have
You
15.
should only have 20, I think.
Do you mean
Should be
regular
20.
health you had 22?
Yeah.
Oh, your regular health. So you have 20 temp HP
I
then.
mean,
Well, now I have 15 temp HP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have 15.
Oh. I thought that was
Wait.
mana.
No, it's temp HP. There's no.
Oh, that blue bar?
No, my blue bar is grit. That's
Something
you don't have to
different.
worry about that.
I
Something different.
put it for spell slots, but we'll just right now we'll use it for his temp HP.
Oh, okay. Alright, fair enough.
Anyways, that was his turn. This one here is going to be attacking Isabel. 13 and 7.
Nope.
No dice. Let's see. This one's going to join in. Just standing in the swarm, they seem to all be moving around his feet in unison, almost as if they're communicating with each other. And it's going to attempt to attack you also. 22
Nope.
and 14.
Nope.
So no good. And that is their turn. Isabel, your turn to retaliate.
Actually, I'm not gonna retaliate. I'm gonna move, taking 3 attacks of opportunity here, and try and heal this fucker. So I get attacks from the swarm and the 2 thingies.
Yep, they all miss.
Yep. And then I'm gonna look at the bleeding armor and say, thing about the phalanx is you really have to stay with me. And then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds, or in my case, Healing Fire. Third level. So my hands once again glow with hot bright fire. Heal you for 21.
Thanks. I'm gonna say, but I was hoping you'd hold it back there.
You were dying!
Alright. Hopefully I'll have all eyes on me anyways.
And that's my turn.
Gelbin.
Alright. Gelbin's gonna take a shot at. He's gonna step up a little bit and start shooting at this guy here next to Howling.
Okay.
Natural 20
Nice.
for only 11 damage to him.
Some grit back.
Yep.
You are going to blow his brains out.
Nice.
Some
Nice.
more grit back.
Well, I was only down 1, so. And then this guy, like these swarms are like underneath this guy. I could shoot him theoretically.
Yeah,
right?
you could.
All
Yeah, they're not providing any sort of cover at all.
All right, so
They're
I'm
too
gonna
small.
shoot it. I'm gonna shoot at that guy then for my second attack.
Okay. This is the one that you see is surrounded by vines.
Ah, okay. Then I'm gonna use a grit to give myself advantage on the attack roll. 23 to hit for 7 damage,
Yep, that is a hit.
and then I'm just gonna shoot one more time at him. 15. Thinking that's gonna be a miss.
Yep, the bullet flies wide and sort of splashes into the water here.
Okay, that's my turn.
Sniper, has your attitude changed at all?
Yeah. So, down here prone on the ground. You hear kind of a loud thump as I bang my fist on the ground. I shake my head. I grab my sniper rifle and ready it on the ground. Tripod ready. Take a shot at this guy over here.
Alrighty.
16 to hit. Best.
That does hit, and actually, you instantly kill him. Your bullet goes straight through his head, and then with a thunderous roar, it just explodes into nothing. And you hear the remainder chant, not even noticing his death, it seems. The queen must be protected. Stop them.
I'll reload my gun. End my turn.
I can't change the name of this, can I? No? Okay, whatever. So, you see the queen raise one of her massive arms and point at the cloud. And then she swings it downward and points directly at Isabel. And a streak of lightning just erupts out of nowhere and crashes down upon you, Isabel. You need a dexterity saving throw.
Now, I believe I'm adding a bonus to that. A bonus 4 to that dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
have an aura. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 19.
So you pass, but I'm gonna take half of that. So 15, 16, 19 damage.
Alrighty.
Lightning damage.
Lightning damage. So I go down to 36. Okay.
And you hear, or not hear, but rather you feel again this just wave of sadness roll over you. And also a sort of zealous rage surrounding you. And especially you, Mario, you feel like all of this rage pointing directly at you.
Yeah, I wonder why.
But it's your turn, Mario.
If you didn't want me to kill your brood, you wouldn't have commanded it to break the law. And I'm gonna actually go into a defensive stance. So I'm putting my blades up more defensively than anything else. Let me see, what else do I have? Do I have to hit with an attack first? Actually, I have to hit with an attack first for this to work. So let's try and hit. I didn't hit last time.
What are you trying to use?
It's my natural leader skill that I got.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna, if it has any resistances, we're gonna be able to negate them. So I'm attacking the queen. So I'll start. Show up. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's a miss.
Attack 1 misses. Attack 2
Ooh.
is gonna miss.
Unfortunately, that misses too.
Bonus.
But yeah.
Bonus action and attack with my offhand. Yeah, fix the damage on it.
That is a hit.
Good. It means I think I can use I can do my natural leader thing. So let me just make sure.
Yeah.
When you hit with an attack, yes, I will expend the superiority die. And so excited I clicked it twice. Strip it of its defenses.
Make a saving throw with class resistant. For the damage of it.
And I'm going to tell everyone to focus on the queen. I didn't go defensively, so hopefully I do stay in. Thanks for the health last time.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just Mario's yelling out. Let's take the queen out! And I am done.
Oof, this guy.
The soldier sees you attacking, and again he viciously beats his claws against your armor, making blood just splatter in through it onto your face as he's just putting everything he has into it.
Yeah, considering he's got 5 attacks a turn, that's a lot.
Yep.
That's a lot of hands coming my way.
One hit with a claw. Five damage. Not very much. But he's just attacking with everything that he has.
Is that all
And
you have for me, thief?
He clacks in your face as he's trying to bite in through the armor. You can like see his mandibles right in front of your face as he digs them through any sort of gap at all in your armor.
I'm gonna flash my eyes and inside the armor gnash my teeth back at him just as strong.
And these two swarms just converge on top of you and attempt to bite you through your armor. 23
That's right, come to bottom.
for 7 damage. And another Constitution saving throw.
Not so hot.
Does that include your aura?
Just enough.
It's actually just enough.
Nice.
You take 5 poison damage.
Okay.
And the other one attacks. Or did I already roll? Nope, I didn't. But they roll an 8, so no good on that. They're all just soaring around you, trying their best to defend and push you away from the queen. Howling silence.
All right. These things are still here, so guess I'll put a blast through those, see what happens. Fucking funny.
Hey.
Nice.
All right.
And describe how you kill this swarm of maggots.
As my sizzling green blast rips through the first, the force of the impact also spreads out across the others, and they all sizzle with the green glow to them.
Nice. And where are you directing your other blast?
I can hit this guy, I think.
Yeah,
I'll shoot him.
you could. I mean, you have 120-foot range. You could attack pretty much anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Although the queen's gonna have definitely cover.
You can attack the super zealot soldier.
Yeah, the soldier seems heavily injured, and
Alright.
this guy also looks heavily injured.
I'll direct it at him then. He seems more dangerous.
Oh yeah.
18. Don't tell me it's fucking up again. Hello?
No, we're good.
Oh, we can
Sorry,
hear you.
I was muted.
Oh, okay.
Your blast goes skipping off of the bodies of the maggots and sort of slams into the back of this guy's body and erupts his guts all over Mariel's armor. And he just lifelessly leans against the armor before slowly falling off. Is that the end of your turn, or are you going to move at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna move out to right here then, and end it there.
Okay. The worker's turn, and this one begins shouting, "Black magic! Black magic!" and rushes at you, and begins swinging his claws. 15 AC, right?
Yes.
Or you take 8 slashing damage, and he's gonna take some damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
8 for 20. I'd take that trade.
And even though he's being covered in ice, he still continues to attack you anyway. And he attempts to bite at your neck. 22 for 8 piercing damage. And you need a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Just don't get a 6 on your save. All right, you save.
Better than a 6.
And as he bites into you, his entire body is frozen in place like a statue, and he no longer moves.
Nope. The armor will do that to you.
And this one, seeing you healing him, Isabel, he turns and begins to attack you as well. He actually has one of those spears, sort of polearm spears on his back, and he swings it at you. Nope, that's not gonna hit. Nope, and then he attempts to bite you to finish it. Natural 1, so no. Isabel, it's your turn.
Alright, I am going to actually just walk past this, taking the attack of opportunity from that guy.
19, but no.
Nope. And I'm going to attempt to smack the queen in the face, loop it in the snoot with my hammer. Nope.
That is a miss.
As a bonus action, I will look to Mariel and say, "Stand your ground! We are not done here yet." I will cast a Mass Healing Word. Oh wait, let me... 1d4 plus Wisdom. So, we both heal for 7 HP.
Nice.
Well. And that's my turn.
Delvin.
I will, I guess, stroll on in. We'll go like here, and we're gonna take a shot at this guy here for our first attack. 26 to hit for 10 damage.
You just blast clear through his neck.
Okay. And then, guessing he's gonna have cover from Mariel, or can I shoot like past Mariel pretty easily?
You can. I mean, they're also large, so if they were smaller, I'd probably give cover. But in this case, no.
So I'm fine to shoot this thing now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no
Okay.
bonuses to it at all.
All right, so I will just go ahead and start shooting at the queen. I'm gonna give myself.
Advantage?
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself advantage and have it do an extra hit dice. I'm gonna spend 2 grits on this attack. Oh boy, that's actually a misfire. So that gun misfired.
Yeah. Someone does. Just to remind you, someone does have inspiration.
You know what? I'm actually gonna use my own inspiration because I have inspiration. Let's try that again.
Yes. Better to hit.
That is a hit.
Alright, and it'll do 10 damage total.
The bullet cleanly rips in through her armor. You see a small spurt of green blood splash out as she grabs at it, the wound with one of her arms, and you just feel a sort of wave of pain roll over all of you.
Good. Do it again.
If everyone's feeling emotions, by the way, you probably is it just her emotions we're feeling, or are we feeling everybody in this room's emotions?
All of the dry cream, you feel their emotion.
Okay, got it. I'm just going to use my bonus action to just try and shoot at her again. 10 to hit this time, and that's a misfire again. Jesus. All right, that gun's gonna misfire this time. I don't have a way to
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Yep, and a misfire, so that gun is out. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna action surge and attack her 2 more times. So
right.
This one, we're gonna give it advantage. 15 to hit.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay, and then last attack. 22 to hit for 10 damage.
That is a hit.
And that'll be my turn.
Again, the bullet just rips into her chest, and you feel this wave of pure pain. Sniper, it's your go.
From this vantage point, do I got eyes on any of these targets over here?
You can see only like some of the maggots. You can't see the queen from where you are.
Okay, so I can see that little pile of maggots. So I'll, shaking off this pain and this sorrow, this rage, trying to clear my mind, I'll take a shot at those maggots. 26 to hit and 20 damage.
So let's see. 7 of that is piercing damage, which you notice as the bullet itself only like barely grazes them, and you notice like you kill like one of them with the shot, but it explodes with a thunderous rip, and it sort of pops. A few of them like water balloons. It's just guts go spilling everywhere. Let's see. So 7, 3, 12. Okay. Had to calculate exactly how much you're gonna take. I'll just tell you they could tell have resistance to piercing damage.
Sure. I'll reload and end my turn.
The queen standing here sort of looks at you a bit sad, and she leans back, trying to move, like to get away from you, but as she does, she waves one of her hands down toward you, Mario, and again a snap of lightning comes flying down to strike you. You need a dexterity saving throw.
Nice.
You're going to take 16 lightning damage. And also, she begins to clack wildly into the air. And Sniper, you can hear it just off in the distance. Please, bring all of the guards. Bring every one of them. Your queen is dying. And at that,
Oh boy.
Oh no.
and another one of these beasts just erupts, and it creating a giant hole in the stone as it does so. And I need to roll for it. And also, she turns toward her young here, and you see she reaches down one of her other hands and slowly begins to stroke them. And as she does, the ones that are dying begin to reincorporate themselves
correct.
and stand up. Mario, it's your turn.
Oh, the queen's not dying. The queen's dead. That's first attack.
That is a hit.
That's until the end of my turn that its resistances are down too. It's just the next time it took damage. I guess I don't have advantage, but that's a hit. And then my offhand attack is a hit.
That's 29 damage total, yeah?
29.
Again, you just feel these racks of pain erupting into your body, and it almost like vicariously you begin to feel a bit of the same remorse that Sniper was feeling, although you can realize that it's not your own feelings if you think about it at all.
There's like a moment of pause, and then a real anger goes on my face as I take that third stab.
And you notice that she's beginning to wobble around and hunkering down toward the ground as if she's barely hanging on to life.
I'll stagger around too in a similar kind of condition, and my turn is done.
Well, he did, so it is now the Swarm's turn, and they will continue their assault. Let's see. This is good. 9 to hit and 12 to hit. They continue to swarm over you and attempting to get back into your armor like the one earlier did, but none of them seem to be able to find the gaps anymore. Maybe they're already filled with their dead. Howling Silence.
Okay.
I'd like to ask first, by the way, are you looking over at this guy here?
I was not current at the time, but as he busted through the wall, I did look over at him.
Are you gonna try, as you like see the black blur out of the edge of your vision, try and look away from him?
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to first move 10 feet up, and in
Well,
this
before
direction.
you move, you have to tell me, because it's at the start of your turn.
Okay. Am I gonna? What was it?
Are you looking at this guy or no?
No, I'm gonna try to look away since I remember the color of that shell from before.
Yeah.
I'll try to look away as I move towards Gelbin.
You can move.
Okay. And behind me in this direction, I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation. And
I like it.
I'm gonna create a small cloud of black smoke so that we can't look at us through it. Do I need to? Do I need to cast it from my sheet?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I keep muting when I was trying to talk. Yeah, I know what it does. That you make the cloud right here, right? Where I drew it?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Alrighty. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Alright. There even any workers alive? No, there aren't. So I can delete them too. Isabel, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm starting to get to actually know you, big guy, and I'm guessing you don't want me to kill you right now. So I will take out my hammer and aim it at the queen.
That is a hit. But she still stands.
Right, and I will use my bonus
On the
action
cusp of death.
to create a spirit weapon.
Nice.
Oh, spiritual weapon. Here we go. Basically, from my hammer, as I hit, you all see that my hammer is constantly aflame while in combat. From those flames rises a phoenix. And that phoenix is going to try and slam into this here queen. So here we go. Ugh,
Unfortunately, that is not a hit.
that is not. But I have a spirit weapon now, right?
Yep. You can draw that wherever it would be.
Sure. Yeah, I'll draw it right now. And that's my turn.
For some reason, whenever I'm searching for something in a document, I always type the wrong word, but there's like 500 more results for it. Anyway, Gelvin, it's your turn.
Okay, well, after his last experience of looking at things that bash through walls very loudly, he's not gonna do that again. He's gonna
Oh, actually, I just remembered something. You don't actually remember anything about these creatures howling silence. You don't remember seeing them before, except the dead one. You remember seeing the dead one, but you don't remember fighting it.
Oh,
But I'll say fair enough if you put the smoke in front of you.
okay.
Maybe he recognizes it from his travels. He sort of remembers something.
Oh yeah, because he looked at his eyes after he died or whatever.
Yeah, you forgot that he even encountered it.
Right.
So you're looking away, Gelvin?
Yeah, like I said, last time something busted through a wall and I turned and looked at it, things happened. Gilmore will probably close eyes for things like, another one, isn't it? Oh god. He's not gonna look to confirm it, but he's got that feeling. Gelvin is just gonna move up here just to kind of get a better shot. You know, he didn't have any trouble where he was, but you know, maybe that was it. And he's gonna shoot it with his not messed up gun currently. Okay, it's not broken. 13's gonna miss though, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And the second attack.
Shooting the queen,
my
right,
God.
by the way?
Yep, the queen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that gun is misfired as well now, so.
Yeah.
Holy. I do have a dagger.
You may need it.
He's not close enough for me to throw that dagger, so that'll be my turn.
Oh shit.
Alrighty.
Wow.
Yeah, these rolls tonight. I don't think I've barely rolled over a 5. I think on most of my attacks. It's pretty rough, but
If this was a TV
Sometimes-
show, there would be a commercial break right now, because it would be like both your guns are not working, snipers having doubts, you know.
my guns are telling me something.
Yeah.
Will
So
Gelvin survive this encounter? Find out next time.
I mean, Gelvin can bamf. I mean, he's pretty slow, but he can try and bamf. But he probably won't.
Oh boy.
Did you hear what I
Might be
just said?
Alex.
No,
Oh my god.
muted, sir.
God damn it. Sorry. Okay, so the large beetle-like creature just comes rushing at you full speed and glaring down at you with its eyes wide open and its claws raised in anger. And that's the end of its turn. Sniper, you can see this thing now, but are you looking at it or are you looking at its feet?
Well, I was definitely looking in this direction, and something big just ran into my vision. My mind's already not very clear to start with, so yeah, I probably saw it. I probably looked right at it.
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, although I think actually you how far away is that? You aren't you are looking at its eyes, but you're not feeling the same sort of fascinated sensation that the others were before.
We locked eyes from across the room, and you know, I took a shot.
Boom.
We locked
That
eyes.
is a hit.
I shot it.
And it's a decent strike. It busts through his armor, but he doesn't even seem to pay attention to you.
That's fine. I'll reload. And then my turn.
The queen looks at you, Marielle, and begins to clack its mandibles. And Sniper, you can hear, "Spare us, please. With all of your mercy, we can stop this. We'll leave. Just spare my young's life."
Now that name that they just said, was that like referring to this, or was that like kind of like spiritually kind of speaking?
Our young?
No, she said a name before talking about the young, right?
No, in all your
No.
mercy.
Yes, they show all of your mercy.
Oh,
You really are out of it.
yeah. I mean, I got a lot going on back here. It's hard to hear. There's big monsters crashing around. I'm having flashbacks.
And
You got a service dog in Harry.
she is going to use her action to disengage. What the heck is this thing, by the way?
That's my spirit weapon.
Okay. And she's gonna. This is actually as far as she can go. She's just dragging her thorax very slowly across the ground. And as she does, she sort of speaks a few words that you can't understand, Sniper. And you see some of her wounds beginning to close up. Not much, but some. Marielle, it's your turn.
Well, it's either this thing or me.
You see that actually all the this thing and the swarms, you don't understand what she said, but you notice that as she started speaking, they stopped. And they're looking at you, waiting to see what you do.
I stamp my feet on the ground and I'm punching this thing. Yeah, I thought about pushing it in the water, but
Are you looking directly at it?
I would know from before not to.
Okay.
But all my attacks would be at disadvantage, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna,
And
as
all
I
of its attacks against you would be at advantage.
yeah, so as I turn with my blades, I and kind of keeping my eyes down, I'm gonna use them defensively. Use my action to act
Dodge?
defensively, to dodge. Yes, and I don't like that term. Move there. I don't mind if I provoke any attacks of opportunity.
Nope. I mean, the one thing that could have attacked you is dead, so...
Well, there you go. So I am. That will be my turn.
Alright, so... These things... this one comes up here, and they surround both you and Isabel, but they are withholding their attacks. And actually, same thing with this one. And they seem poised to attack, but they're not doing it yet. And Hamlet Silence. What do you do?
Well, I don't seem to remember anything about this creature here. I'm gonna take a step this way and take a big ol' look at him.
Okay, I need a charisma saving throw.
Trying to get my
No bonus for me. I don't
Bearings on
think
him.
enough.
But he's got really good.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
hoping,
proficient
yeah.
in it. And
There you go.
Yeah, you feel like a tingle in the back of your brain as you're staring at this thing, but it isn't affecting you, whatever it is. And it doesn't seem to be paying that much attention to you anyways. Mostly it's staring at Marielle, waiting to see what he does.
At this point, I see him and a bunch of these little young, all around my squad mates. So I'm gonna go ahead and take an Eldritch Blast at them, the youngs. Try to get-
These ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a hit. And you notice, again, a large number of them explode on impact. And you get your second one.
Right.
That one, you shoot like between a couple of them, and it causes a small crater in the ground. It doesn't affect anyone.
That one arced weird. I'll end it there.
Isabel, you see this giant poking beetle.
I don't know what that is. I'm going to look at it.
All right, give me a Christmas saving throw.
All right, I have a +4 from. All right, so 21.
Yeah, you're looking at it again, and you see its eyes are sort of like vibrating, almost like in a pattern of colors, and you feel a strange sensation as you're looking at it. It feels almost like your mind is going numb, but you manage to resist whatever it's doing.
Okay, interesting. I will step out of the young, and you will see that the shimmering fire orb around me will dissipate as I drop concentration on it, and it will actually turn into.
I'm sorry. Before you do that, they were all supposed to get their attacks.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I'm sorry, but they're all. This might change what you're doing, but I'll still. If you're gonna move, though, I'll still keep the attacks that they made against. Actually,
Sure.
they can't make attacks against you. Those would be against Marielle. I'll just say, and they both missed anyway. So
Cool.
You just need the Umber Hulk for his attack.
Gotcha. The
And he
shimmering
hits
field. What?
The Umber Hulk hits me.
against Marielle.
Oh, okay.
16 damage to Marielle.
So I drop.
Oh boy. I'm just gonna do this anyway.
Hey, go ahead. Go for the kill.
Yeah.
Mara would like that.
I thought he might. And yeah, I have my spirit guardians
Yes.
on me. They look basically like fiery stars all revolving around me. And let me just. And as a bonus action, I will hit her with my Phoenix spirit weapon.
Yeah.
All right. Give me the attack roll.
Yeah. That's a 20 hit.
Yeah, the Phoenix strikes, and she sort of almost falls over from the strike, and she's beginning to cough up this green blood spewing at her feet.
Wonderful. Okay, that's my turn. Let me see real quick if one of my spirit guardians. When does it trigger? When you cast the spell, you can designate them because you. Okay, so my teammates are unaffected by it. So speed is halved. The creature enters zero for the first time or starts its turn there. Don't make a wisdom saving throw. Okay,
Yep, so when it's their turn, they'll take
Yeah.
damage.
and that's my turn.
Gelbin, your go.
Gelvin is gonna kind of walk back this way, and he's gonna be having a conversation with his weapons, and he's gonna try and fix one. Come on, I don't know why you're being this way. I don't know what's going on. Did I not oil you enough this morning? Like, come on, talk to me. And he's gonna attempt to fix one of them, and he will succeed. I believe it's 10 plus the misfire, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
10 plus 2, so 12 is DC. So one of them is fixed. Clears the shot that jammed, fixed it back up, and that'll be his turn.
All right.
So Umber Hulk at the start of his turn makes a wisdom save. Yes?
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see what his bonus is. Got a whopping 2.
Alright, so
Wow.
it's that's just 12 radiant damage.
Okay. And he is going to trample over Mariel's body and turn to you.
And it is difficult
begin-
terrain if that does
That
anything.
he has, he has enough to get there still. He could also just stand on Mario if he wanted. And he's going to start attacking you.
Yep.
What AC do you have right now?
I have an AC of 20 right now.
So one of his claws hits you.
It would. But I'm not feeling it right now, so I'm gonna cast shield.
Not feeling so well. Okay. Yeah, that is gonna be a miss on his part then. He had a 23 to hit. And what does it look like when you're casting this spell?
So basically, he tries to claw me, and I cover with my shield, and I see it's not gonna be enough. And then from the shield springs another shield made of fire.
His claw clatters against the flaming shield, and it sort of lets out a at you.
I will dance with you later, big boy. But first, the queen.
Sniper, you see the queen for the first time in your sights. She looks extremely pathetic as she stares back toward Isabel, and you just feel these emotions of sadness and despair and pleading in the back of your mind. And Henry's sitting next to you, panting happily.
So he's unaffected.
Harry, why do I keep saying Henry?
He's,
Hey.
Service animal, he's there to calm down, PTSD attacks. All that good stuff.
he's helping me out.
Yeah,
It's Henry,
So-
Harry.
calm down. He gives you a lick.
Exactly. So I got my my rifle trained in that direction. I have one target in sight. I kind of feel all my emotions. I have a lot of thoughts going through my head. I'm gonna basically close my eyes and look towards Harry and then pull the trigger. So a 19 to hit. Since it'll be just a normal shot.
How do you kill the queen?
I'm not too sure. I wasn't looking.
Oh, that's so awesome. You just turn your head. Oh.
The rest of you can see the shot ricochets straight through her, what would normally be a sort of pelvic region, and goes flying through her thorax and explodes out the other side. And you see what looks like hundreds of eggs erupt as she pops like a water balloon, and all of her intestines and unborn young just spill out onto the ground. And she topples over. She raises her hands over toward you, Isabel, and tries to weakly grasp at the air around you before she falls limp on the ground.
That's amazing. I'm sorry.
Mario, need a death saving throw. That's one failure.
Yes, sir.
The maggots need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep, that they do. They both fail.
Alright, so let me roll some radiant damage on my spirit guardians. So that's 12 damage.
You notice in that group only a few of them remain, and so they sort of shrink down. Many of them just die and perish and lay limp as they try to crawl feebly toward their dead mother. They start moving toward you, Isabel, and they begin to, surround you, but suddenly they stop and just remain still, as if all of their will is lost. Howling silence. It's your turn.
I look back to the big guy who's facing away from me. I try to gauge what he's doing right now.
Toward who?
The Yambahawk.
Big.
He looks very. You can actually you can't feel it anymore. You don't feel the emotions in the back of your head anymore, as this fog begins to clear out, and but you can tell he sort of reels back. In a sad sort of roar. He seems like he's gonna continue fighting to his last breath.
Okay. As I see him ready back up, I'm gonna do the same and take aim. Cast some blast his way.
That is a hit.
Alright.
And another hit.
Cool. Then. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there then.
Alright. Isabel, you see these broken creatures at your feet, and this one remaining who looks at you with anger in his glowing eyes. Are you looking at his eyes?
I am not right now. I'm actually looking at Mariel.
Alright.
Always did have a soft spot for a man in armor. I'm gonna get closer to him and I'm gonna use my level 1 this time. Healing fire. And then I will try and throw a phoenix at this guy with disadvantage. Where is my spiritual weapon? There it is. So yeah, that don't hit.
Unfortunately not.
That's okay. That's my turn.
Kelvin, it's your turn. And Sniper, as this is going on, you can hear in the roar of this creature, Mother! Mother!
I will just be so shooting at this thing, guessing with disadvantage.
Assuming you're not looking at it yet.
Yeah, I don't want to be looking. So 14.
Now he's got a whole heap of 18.
That'll be oh wait, no, I'm gonna shoot at him again.
Yeah, you do get another one.
I get 2, so
13.
13. Unfortunately, that is also a miss.
Yep. And that'll be my turn.
Wisdom save, please.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure DC isn't better than 18.
No, it's not. So just half damage. So 3. Wow, that was shitty.
He didn't seem to notice what it was that actually did the killing blow as he rushes at you, and he begins to just viciously attack you with everything he has. You weren't looking at him, right?
Nope, he has advantage.
All right. So you got definitely one hit coming for 24.
Shield.
Okay. Damn. Rolled a bunch of 23s and 24s. Not
That's
25.
That is wonderful.
He beats against your fiery shield repeatedly, just shouting, "Mother! Mother!" But you don't understand him, only Sniper does.
Oh, that's sad.
And Sniper, it's your turn. You can see both him and the maggots below.
So I can hear young mother now, basically.
Yeah, in a very sad tone.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna pick up my gun, stand up, and walk 15 feet this way. Get a better look at the room and end my turn.
Marielle, you're conscious again. You're not quite sure what happened, but you look to one side and you see the prone, gushing, bleeding body of the queen, and a bunch of these little larvae that were attacking earlier, just sitting in place, not doing anything, almost brainlessly. And this one just over you, howling as it attacks relentlessly.
I suppose it's half my movement to get back up onto my feet again.
Yep.
And I'll turn to this thing and show it. I guess I'm gonna be avoiding my eyesight, making eye contact with it, not looking directly at it, just sort of attacking more where the shape is, without mercy. So it's a 13.
Yeah, 18 to hit. 18 AC, sorry.
Yeah, all misses, all around. And that's my turn.
Maggots need to make a wisdom save. Fair enough.
They just wither away as the spirits strike at them, and they don't resist it at all. And you see these ones here slowly wriggling themselves away, very feebly, howling silence.
Take another couple steps forward and take a few more blasts at him. Try to put him down.
They're looking at him.
Look,
Which one are you trying to attack?
this guy.
Are you looking at him then?
Yeah, I'm looking at him.
Okay.
I'm facing
Another
away.
Christmas saving throw then.
Okay.
Let me see here. That is just enough.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, that's a miss still, though.
Miss. Okay. Taking even the second one.
Nice.
That is a hit.
All
You
right.
notice it's beginning to stumble, and actually, it falls down onto its knees as all of its rage seems to be going away. Oh no! It just stares at her dead body.
I will make this quick. I will make the save. Well, I will attempt to make it.
Yep, you're good.
I try and hit it with my hammer. Straight on the face. Try to get it out of its misery. Oop.
He's prone, so
Unfortunately, that's a
advantage.
miss. Wait, yeah, you're right.
Oh, fair. So yeah, that's, I think, just
Tell
enough.
me how you kill it.
Hammer or flame. My heart goes out to it, but I understand the danger. So just swift movement, try and smash its head out, kind of like a lobster. And then the spirits recede from me.
You're muted if you're talking, dude.
You see, out of the corner of your eye, you see these little grubs slowly squirming away toward what looks like a small tunnel over in this direction.
Oh, not on my watch.
Not getting away
Sorry,
today.
you're still gonna stay where you're at, though, or
Actually, sure, I'll send my phoenix at them.
fair enough.
Second level spell. Spiritual weapon. Go. Not sure that hits.
You keep rolling those 12s on that, but those are misses, unfortunately.
Yep. That's my turn. I can't move my phoenix. There you go, thanks.
Rob, you're muted.
No, I'm didn't realize that I was going. I am going to try and fix my other gun. Looks and sounds like everything's under control over there. I'm not particularly needed. That will not fix the gun. I'm gonna use my chaos check, I believe, to try and re-roll that.
Yep, you can reroll that.
Much better. Did fix the gun. And yeah, that'll be Geblin's turn. And since we're having Harry go on my turns, Harry is gonna walk over and just nudge Sniper's arm. Give him a little
Sniper.
support.
It's your go. What do you do?
I'm gonna take a knee next to Harry here and pet him.
He notices that your mood sort of changed, and he sort of cocks his head and looks at you with a sort of sad look. Marielle.
I'm gonna, finally fully standing up, wiping, bug guts from every possible bit of me. Bits of the brood, bits of the swarm, bits of the queen, bits of her guard. And shake that off as I clamber down on the floor with my armor and make my way over towards the towering over what remains of the little, probably defenseless looking things, and I strike them down with furious vengeance. Does a 20 hit?
It
That's
does.
11 fire piercing.
Describe to me how you kill them.
I kind of systematically eradicate them with my short sword through a series of slices, making sure that not a single one of them's removing or not in at least bifurcated in two by the time I'm done.
They all cease moving, and silence sort of fills the air.
My eyes will kind of dim with a sense that justice has been served. I'll look back to the rest of the group, expecting to see grins, but what do I see?
Isabel is lost in thought, very pensive, wiping the muck from her hammer.
Howling
Howling.
silence when I look at you.
Howling has a solemn look on his face as he looks over the corpses of the queen, the big ones, thinking to himself right now.
Gelbin?
Gelvin is grinning down at his guns, got them fixed, and he's just kind of walking around with an air of nonchalance. Nothing here really bothered him.
Sniper?
Looking over at Sniper, you probably can notice it almost seems like he's lost some of the light in his eyes as he's petting Harry.
Harry? Alright, at least one smile. 1 out of
Hey,
5 ain't bad.
I'm grinning.
Well, he's
Yeah,
not
that's true.
actually. He's not smiling. He's sort of panting and staring at.
He's looking like Harry.
Yeah.
He's doing his
It's always
Harry
kind
thing.
of,
So you still got
always
that
kinda
one.
smile.
I'm grinning, but more of my guns, not about killing these guys. I couldn't really care less about what happened over here.
Alright, let's search the rest of the place. We need to be thorough.
All right.
Let me
So-
blood gushing out of me.
I'll save you guys the time because you killed literally everything in here.
All right.
I want to be
I will
sure.
just reveal this
Can I-
all
yeah,
for you.
Can we try and figure out what these are?
Figure out what are? Yeah. Give me nature checks.
So we're gonna be looking around, I'm assuming.
This is a
Actually, if
Really
we're
big
gonna take
place.
the time to look around, I'm going to just say a little prayer for you, and prayer of healing, or in my case, a prayer of Nova. Heal us all for 12 HP.
Oh, I got my 1 HP back.
I think you did more damage to your guns than anybody did to you, Gelman.
I know. They weren't happy today. I don't know what happened. It happens sometimes, though.
Your prayers are well received, friend.
It is best that we are not caught by surprise. This is our last lease on life, yeah?
Second chance, that's for sure.
Well, the newest least, at least.
All right. So as you guys scour the entire place, you can see in one area it looks like they were cultivating plants and fungi, and you saw that it looks like there's some baskets that are laying on the ground with things strewn about, like they very quickly left the area from when they were gathering. You see it looks like a large pool of fresh water in one area. Down here you see what seems to be an armory of sorts, and it's filled with a bunch of the primitive type of weapons they had, as well as you see that there are the tools that were missing in there. These here, they're known as guard mushrooms, and if you had gone through that way, their spores would have erupted on you and possibly caused paralysis.
Oh,
Glad we didn't go that way.
excellent.
Yeah.
Glad my intuition on the least traveled path was right.
Are these more fruit right here? What's going on?
Yeah, those are more the same thing.
Oh, okay.
And whoever's going to be exploring in here, just whoever thinks they would be, give me a dexterity saving throw.
And
just-
where?
Sorry, I'll shift click.
Oh, over there, by the beds.
70.
It's not gonna really matter too much, but I just want to play it out how it would have went.
Well, I'd want to be thorough, so sure, we'll throw me in first. Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. All right. So as you're pushing open the door, you hear like a sort of snap, and then suddenly you notice that there's spider webs that rip, and sort of these sacks of spider eggs begin falling on top of you, and they explode on impact against you. But you don't end up really taking any damage from them. And you see some spiders scuttling away into the corner as you enter the room. And in this room, there are a couple of magical items that you will find of the druidic nature. I will post that after the game. And there are also a bunch of supplies that are more like what you would expect from more advanced cultures. Like there's some tools that weren't missing from him. You could tell they come from somewhere else. And as well, there seem to be a lot of crystals here.
I believe all the stolen property is now officially the confiscated property, marked as evidence by the BOP. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So, we'll of course I'll mark the stolen goods. Does it look like that weaponry is made of the iron they might have stolen?
No.
Okay.
It seems to be made out of other materials that they might have scavenged.
I'll be sure to let our friend know. Finders keepers.
They can take as much of their weapons as you want, or their food if you want, even. They're
But I
dead,
will be
so-
sure to mark down the stolen contraband as evidence. Everything should be logged pretty good, but I'll of course get Sniper to look it over. He's got an eye for detail.
All the dried lizard meat. We need that.
We need that for Harry.
Yep.
You notice that there's some one-eyed frogs in there as well.
That'll do. Does the queen wasn't wearing like any armor or anything like that, right? She was just pretty much
Nope,
okay. Natural
none of them
armor.
at all were wearing armor.
Okay,
Going
so
to
she
Mandarin.
has like nothing on her, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And you can all make Arcana checks if you want about what she was doing with the spells.
okay.
Or nature checks.
Not great at either of those. I will take around 15 of the insect's weapons for materials.
Sure.
She's trying to kill us with the spells. Kelvin doesn't really care about that too much.
Sniper, you would know that this is a very rare form of magic known as nature magic. These guys seem to actually revere nature and pull their magical sources from it. Something that is not common nowadays because nature is sort of thrown to the side for the sake of society at this point.
Okay.
And the old druids, they don't really, I mean, they do exist, but they're very rare because on Terra, where most of the races originated from, the land died, and with it died most of the druids.
Even I that practice old magic don't really practice this sort of archaic magic.
Wanna take a look around the armory? Are these all just purely martial weapons?
Well, what is there anything specific you're looking for, or?
Not specific, just like a staff of some kind instead of a wand.
Most of them are martial weapons, but you could probably find what seems to be a quarterstaff in there, made out of some sort of strange wood you haven't seen before, sort of dark mahogany, and it has a bunch of symbols carved into it.
Well,
Yoink.
can I take a quick rest and then cast Identify?
When you touch something, you can tell if it's magical or not, and you can feel this isn't magic, but
Oh,
it is a quarterstaff.
all right.
It seems to be of very fine quality. In fact, it might have some sort of special property, but not a magical one.
I'll take that for strolling on out.
Anything else you guys want to do in here, or like set the place on fire, or
I mean, and that's an option too.
It's stone. I don't think it's gonna light up too well.
We did what we were supposed to do. Gelbin's keen to head on out.
Yeah, pretty satisfied. There's no other signs of any other illegal activity they were up to, is there?
no?
I actually want to take another look at the ship. Well, at first look at the ship. You said there was a ship, yes?
Our ship?
Yeah.
Yes.
To go back, you would basically have to go to the place where you spoke with the client first. Or you could just pass by it if you wanted.
Yeah, that's pretty much where we're going. We
I don't think
should
we're
probably
gonna-
report to them.
Yeah, we're just gonna tell him job's done, pay us, get out of here.
Yeah.
Old man.
Sorry, 1 second. Let me.
Old
grab some
man.
music.
Or would, well, real quick, I suppose, would anybody have, I guess not. We probably wouldn't have rested there at all. Would anybody have wanted to?
Not particularly.
I'd like to take a good rest after this one.
Well, obviously after this, but I'm just saying before we left the cave, if anybody was like, yeah, they needed to
Oh,
take
no.
a short rest or spend some hit dice or something like that.
Nah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Pretty tough.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys, it takes you another couple of hours to get back, but eventually you come back to the gates, and the raft is sitting out for you to come in if you'd like.
The fucking Harry's turrets are still there.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're not going nowhere.
In the water, there's floating some brown logs. And you see the old man poke his head out from behind some of these supplies. What? Oh, you're back! You didn't die, did you? Did one of you die?
Only once.
Yes, we're all dead. You're very astute. Thank you.
Yeah, we couldn't get all of them. Party wipe.
Actually, I
get
think we
them.
multiplied technically.
You're all dead.
Said you didn't. Oh,
You did
you
your
said
job,
you
old
didn't
man.
get them.
He was.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We got them.
He does look like he doesn't know what he's talking about. So, killed all of them, did you?
Every last one.
Should not knowing what you're talking about when you're talking to Shirasho.
He's sort of ignoring the other person and looking you up and down, Marielle, trying to size you up and see if you're telling the truth. Well, I suppose we'll be waiting a day then, as per the agreement, and if nothing comes and attacks us or steals my tools, then the money will be sent. As per the agreement.
I'm gonna look at him.
What? There's something on my face? And he sort of grabs at his face.
I guess we
And
roll up
you
here
do
for
notice, actually, he does have a bit of what looks like plum sauce on his face.
I'll smile.
You ever eaten bug before? That's what we're having for dinner.
Oh my God, I'll almost puke in my helmet.
What's wrong? You look sick. Are you okay?
Yes, Mario.
They gave you a disease?
Bugs are actually very nutritious.
And you see some of these half-orcs come out and look at the commotion that's going on.
So we gotta hold up here for a night then?
Well, I mean, if you want to, you could just leave. I mean, I can wire the money through.
All right. But if you don't wire it, we're coming back.
I mean, you know where I live, and this is an official thing. I mean, do you think I'm stupid?
Would be a
Yes.
pretty bad move on
He
your
says,
part.
sort of sputtering out some plum sauce from his mouth.
All right. I'm gonna head back out the gate.
I don't care if you're
I
stupid.
don't like that guy.
I don't care if you're law-abiding. Let's go.
No, I guess you're not hungry then. All right, goodbye. Are you guys all leaving to the ship?
Yes, let's
Yeah.
show our friend the lead.
Oh, this is
Why is it
beautiful.
changing? It's supposed to change.
Oh yeah. You gotta show the guy the music. Welcome to the Led Zeppelin. I guess you gotta pick a room.
I guess so. What room is nearest the engine?
Well, let me show you for a tour first, but I'm pretty sure Sniper's got dibs on that one. I'll show you, it's back here. This is the engine.
That is a beaut.
Sniper likes to stay up there. That's the console. I don't know much about it, to be honest with you. But let me show you.
Looks like there actually is a hammock right here. So
Yeah,
you could
it's probably a nice spot for you.
Where?
Right here, if you want the other side of the engine room. You guys can be bunk mates.
I would
Sniper
think
like
between
plugs
these two
himself.
crates.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I picture it too. He just like sits by the wall, plugged in. Very cool. All right.
this is the deck, yes?
Yep. I'll take him up to the deck. I'll show him the phone booth, how it operates, how he can use the arc neck. So if you just go, yeah, the arc, and this the cockpit and stuff like that.
Alright.
And then we have the front of the ship. We have some other stuff. And oh my God, who's on cleanup duty? Who is on cleanup duty
I
this week?
need to.
Howling silence! Get out of here!
As you literally just say that, he just creeps into
Yeah,
his
so he's just like, I gotta go. There's a huge mess in the bathroom. Gelvin, he's
What?
getting better. Good job,
Yeah,
Harry.
I mean-
Good job. We're gonna go up to Harry and pet him, make sure he knows he's done a good job.
It's all in here now. He's
It's
doing
closer,
a good-
it's
he's
better.
doing a good job.
It's showing improvement.
Getting there.
Actually, one moment. I will turn to Harry, and I have this thing called Speech of Beast and Leaf, which means I can actually talk to him. I'm going to say, Harry dear, our friends here would very much like if you actually did it in the toilet next time. Thank you.
Are you using speak with animals?
Nah, that's a verbal thing. It's
They understand him.
Oh, they understand you, but you don't understand them.
exactly.
He sort of looks at you curiously, sort of tilts his head.
Bark once for yes, twice for no.
Oh,
I'll take that. You
You
seem to be
He's
having less
confused.
trouble with that now.
have a connection with animals then. Maybe you can help Gelbin. Well, that's pretty much it.
I like this place. This was a good choice.
I like how Alex Silence still isn't cleaning up.
Yeah. I'll just
That's
kind
a-
of go back, assuming that Helen Silence is doing his duties. Well,
At
Just
the
do
word
duty.
choice, Gelvin will probably laugh out loud.
So, where to, Captain?
well, I'm gonna go start to get ready. We got more work to do.
We actually need to head to, I believe, if we're gonna have this conversation now, we probably should head to a, we've done our 3 for the month, and then we need to head to Mara, I believe.
Oh, I know the way.
So.
What are
I
we doing
believe
out here? What are we talking about?
It's work time.
Talking about how whoever's on clean duty needs to go to the bathroom and clean up.
Yeah, whoever.
Look at that, he
whoever has-
just came out of his bedroom.
Whoever has
How
to do that.
convenient. I mean, you could just like vanish into another dimension, right?
That's not how it works.
I mean, I don't know how your spell things work, my dude, so. I shoot things. I don't think shooting my guns at the poo is gonna, fix it.
Who knows? It might.
So, is the acquire the black tablet job done?
That's a hard one, basically.
They won't take us yet. Not yet. Gotta build a bit more
Well,
of a reputation.
typically, there might be a way for you to speak with them and like tell them that you're qualified, but typically the jobs highlighted in red require a recommendation or have a reputation.
Alright.
We did this one.
Right, and personal transportation, was that already done?
No, this one's the one we can do. This one's done. But we've gotten 3, and I'm pretty sure we had instructions that after we did the 3, we needed to go to Mara to confirm it or something like that, right?
No, you want to. Well,
Or
you.
we just need to
let
contact
me-
them.
Let's open up the contract real quick.
Yeah, you can always open up the contract.
Since I was the only one who read it,
I just signed the damn thing. I didn't care.
I've memorized it.
So you are. The reason you wanted to go over to Luna to refuel.
Fill up. Yep.
Yeah,
Sure.
is what you wanted to do. And I don't think you had a reason you wanted to go to Mara, but you could if you wanted to.
Or maybe it was Daha you're gonna go
I
to.
think it's Daha.
Deha, yeah.
You don't like
Yeah.
Dehas. You don't like the mission that's there. But I think it's all we have.
I
We can do
forgot
it.
to write it on the job board, but don't know why I forgot. But there is actually one other job that's going to be listed now, which is going to be to track down and oh my god, I just read that message. Anyway, to track down and either kill or apprehend one individual known by the name of Joey Two Shoes. He is wanted for the crime of excessive gambling in unsanctioned areas. About 147 counts.
Unsanctioned gambling, 147 counts? I can't stand
Only
for this.
147?
That's our man. That's our target. We're going after him.
Only
Well, was he last
147?
Now,
What
What do you mean only 147?
I mean, yeah, who would gamble illegally?
147 times, let alone once. Once
Yeah,
is bad
definitely
enough.
Not,
Gelb-
definitely not over, 1,000 confirmed and, maybe more on top of that aren't confirmed, but,
Gelvin,
Yeah.
actually, you
Yeah,
recognize
he
the
gets it.
name Joey Two Shoes.
Joey
he owe me
Two-Shoes.
money.
Well, you might feel like he owes you money because it's up to you to decide if you ever lost against him, but every time you ever bet against him, he never lost. Either it was a tie or he won.
Oh,
For some
so
reason.
It's that guy.
And you also know he's actually a rat folk.
I only ever played against him, it took me two hands to realize he was doing some fishy stuff.
Two hands of what?
What?
Joey Two Shoes.
Two handshakes.
Well, you know him then.
Yeah, I've ran across him in the legally sanctioned places.
Where's his last known whereabouts?
His last known whereabouts were
about?
on this planet over here that currently, for some reason, doesn't have a name or anything known about it. Because we have yet as a group to create it.
It's the gambling planet.
According to these sectors coordinates,
Is Reyno?
Sniper, how far away is that?
Approximately 4 hexes.
We could get there.
Can
Get there with a
get
few we have.
gas there?
You could with the fuel that you had, yes.
Could we get back from there with the fuel that we have?
You would have to refuel on planet.
Well, this planet, I'm assuming that it's not a mystery planet. It's known, but we just don't have a name for it. Like, there's
Exactly.
gas there,
In
right?
character, everyone knows about it.
But out of character, we don't know yet.
So as a group, we have to decide whether or not there's fuel there.
I mean, I would assume any the planets that don't have fuel are probably like the feral planets, right? For sure,
Yeah.
don't have fuel. Terra does not have fuel, but Luna does.
If this is a
Mhm.
gambling planet like that, then it probably has a fuel station for all their
It's like a shot.
illegal.
This here was the prison one, right?
I think I want to call dibs on that one. If
Yeah,
nobody
you
minds.
wanted this one to be the prison one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this one does not have fuel either.
Yep.
But I think
Not
aside
anymore.
from Terra and the feral planets, and possibly Grom.
Yeah, there might be a
Grom may
few small stations at Grom, but it's because it's pretty
Yeah,
well
for the-
populated. But
Okay,
Mhm.
Is that the one that's the forest planet that's heavily populated by gnomes and elves too, or which
No,
one
Yep.
has it?
that's Verdosi.
Okay, so
this
this one.
Grom
has
is
the-
the half giants.
Okay, so this is the giant one. This is the elf one. Does this one have we
those
probably have
Gromlings,
some few ones
the
as well.
sweet Gromlings.
This one probably has a few. So the only place I think would not have gas is Terra and then the feral planet.
I like the idea, where Howling Silence was kind of going with this, with the whole idea that's like it's a shadow port place, illegal gambling happens there, it's sort of off the radar.
Yeah.
It's the
And that's why Two Shoes is there. It's the gambling planet.
it's
I
the,
know that
it's the
planet
dark
pretty
web
well.
of it's
Most
the dark
of
web
the
of our,
really seedy places, though, would probably be just on the
Yeah, it's
dead zone.
Well,
But
this has normal places.
could
but it has
have-
like back alley places in
Yeah,
the
like-
normal places.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know most of them. I mean,
It's like
I don't know any of
like
them.
the shady side of Vegas.
yeah.
I'm sure I could find them though.
Yeah, it's where the gangsters from the outside go to legitimize, right? Because they go
Yeah.
here and they got to make fronts here, so it's not like it's still a
Where
front,
you launder your
but
money. Where you
but
launder
yeah,
your
yeah,
money.
you launder your
Job
money
legit.
there. You like so there's like it's like that. The shady side of Vegas is a great way of describing this place. I love it.
So how we're gonna do this then is, in order, everyone roll a D100,
Nice.
All right.
I got this.
just so that we don't have duplicates as easily.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Sniper, you are first up. Tell me one detail about this planet. Any sort of detail. Could be what the people eat, could be the fashion, could be the type of politics, anything at all. One detail.
I'd say they have the police force there is completely aware that there's illegal stuff, but are at the same time all corrupt. They're just all in on it, basically.
All right. Howling Silence.
Like out of character right now. Am I allowed to name it or?
Sure, unless you collectively want to come up with a name for it.
Yeah. Let's.
That's fine.
I think it'd be cool if you want to name it as your thing, or yeah, I mean, that's cool.
I mean, I do have a named planet in my my homework that currently is not on the map right now.
Oh,
So
this sounds great.
That sounds like a good place to put the name then. What was it again?
Oveba.
You want to type
Oh.
that for me?
Yeah.
Oveda. I love it.
Very spacey.
And one of the bigger cities on it, if I remember correctly, is Niue, where I grew up.
Oh shit, we're going to your home planet.
And you were there, man? I never saw you when I wasn't there doing when I was there doing legal gambling.
I was not out in the forefront a lot in that city.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Right,
I guess it was
now-
only the last like 20 years or so that I wasn't on Mara.
Marielle, what is one detail about this planet?
Huh. All right, it has a super thick atmosphere, so that it's so thick that from outside of the planet you can't scan onto the planet, and the atmosphere itself is also said to prevent divination magic from getting through. So if you're here, you're kind of in a nice blind spot as far as divination magic is concerned.
Perfect for doing dark deeds in this dark corner of the galaxy.
So whatever happens in Oveba stays in Oveba.
All right. And let's see, that would leave. Next is Isabel. What's one detail about this planet?
I know that the planet itself is run by 5 different mob families. They are always fighting for control over territory, you know.
One of those families is the Two Shoes family.
Oh shit. This is awesome.
And finally, Gelbin.
Gonna go with something nice and easy. It is always raining on the web.
That's awesome.
It's always raining on the Weba.
That's a good one. I like rainy planets.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
cool. Gives it that
Right.
noir vibe we need.
So, you guys, you fire up the engine. You look at the job board, and I don't have it written up, but I'll definitely have it written up for next session so you guys can look at it. But you see the posting there. Bring it back to the job.
That's our man.
A rat, really.
Two Shoes.
Yeah.
What kind of reward is that?
That is going to be 120,000 for capture, or 50,000 for information leading to his arrest.
Ooh. Okay.
So what we do is we get information, we give it to them, and then we bring them in. Someone else brings them in. Easy.
Yeah.
Get them both. Work that system.
So you are you gonna be calling in, or
Well, here's where here's the question, right? So we can keep doing jobs. No reason not to, really.
yep, you can still do jobs if you want to. It's now your 14th day out of 30.
So the thing is, though, they also seem to be coming back relatively quickly. But I'm assuming we need to get 3 done a month. We've completed that, so this is just everything we do at this point now is
Cheddar.
Yep, it's just on top, and they do not stack over, so we need to keep that in mind. Like, we don't want to if you kind of get what I'm saying, we don't want to. And Mario,
We don't want to do too many to have nothing to do.
Mario is probably all about let's just do them, keep working for justice, right? We're overachievers here.
We gotta
Where-
prove ourselves.
But out of character, if we do, we might end up putting ourselves into a bad position if we do too many and then don't have, and it seems like so far it's refilled pretty rapidly, but,
Well, I
could go
mean,
to a
if we
point
do
where we-
enough, we should get enough money to be able to pay for,
true.
if need be, right? How much was that?
Yeah, you guys, if you want to, you could just spend the rest of the time doing other things if you wanted.
Pay him
Up
Like,
to you,
I
what
think
you
we should
wanna
do a
do.
few more at this point. I'm just saying we don't gotta go crazy.
We don't gotta
can
go
use-
gung ho after every single one.
Exactly. We can use downtime to, not right now, obviously, we don't have that much more than when we started, but, we can, after we do a few of these, we can use downtime to, purchase things. Because I'm sure there's going to be times when we're going to be on, slogs, right? Where it's going to be one thing is over here in the galaxy, and the next one's way over here. That's all you have available.
Right.
So we got to spend, 10 days getting over there, and then we're like, oh, shit. well, we gotta move because we, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you know, we gotta make sure that we can, when we have downtime, we're using downtime. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I'm sure there's gonna come times when we're just not gonna have it.
But at the same time, the actual notices can go away. Remember too.
That's
They can be
true. You're
completed
not
on
wrong.
their own.
You're not wrong. And like I said, I think we should do more now. Like, there's no reason for us to not do them right now. Just in general, with something to consider as we move forward.
Sure. Good
Like,
talk.
yeah, you're gonna have to. There's no, you gotta, if you're gonna reel in Mariel, you gotta do it in
Oh,
character.
sure,
That's
he's-
the only way. But I mean, you guys understand how that works, right? Hopefully, you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
are doing some illegal activities underneath my nose, because that's fun. But
That's the plan. Those
Well,
confiscated goods that you
do
have,
still have those confiscated tools.
they might disappear.
but I do
at
have a
some
question
point.
regarding downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be a way for me to do investigations on the Black Hand during downtime? Is there, is
If
there
you're
an
on a
internet
planet
I can go
where
on?
you could,
Okay.
the ArcNet is, like I said, isn't that that sophisticated. You could probably see a list of nearby planets, what their top criminals are, but that's about what you can get as far as looking up information on people. There's also probably maybe like 1 or 2 sites you can go to that are like propaganda. There isn't too much on there.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
You would have to, for that sort of thing, you'd want to go to a planet that might have the information.
All right.
And I will try again. Well, I'll put up a picture of Jimmy Two Shoes for next time. Joey Two Shoes.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys. So the plan definitely then is to go after
Yep.
Joey?
Go to Veba.
Okay. Well,
On the way there, I want to do my ritual of finding a familiar. As well.
sure. What does your familiar look like?
It's a spectral crow, a light blue color, partial see-through, basically. And it
Alrighty.
usually just rests on my shoulder.
Let me see here. I'll try to find a picture of it, or you can find one if you
Yeah.
want. And I can make a sheet for it for next time. Anything else that anyone needs to do for housekeeping for the characters? If you're okay, well, let me, because this is actually going to come up, so I actually should bring it up immediately. When you guys begin your movement from here, after the day passes, you do get a notice that there was no more tax, and you do get your money in. So you guys get, let's see here, it was 100,000 piece in the bank.
100,000 divided by 5 now, right?
Yep.
I bet for many of you, that's
20,000.
guild money. You're gonna spend a lot of that money on hookers and blow just to get over it.
And you also notice that something on the board changes.
Oh.
You notice that the price, the reward increases, and it's now is changed to immediate transportation required. For some reason, the text got bigger. I don't know why.
Well, they typed in all caps.
I literally didn't
They're
push
really serious
anything.
about
to
this
change.
one.
They hacked the ArcNet HTML just so that they would stick
Oh.
out. Boom.
Back to normal.
All right.
Hmm. So going for Tushu, or are we gonna turn and go for that now? What do you guys think?
It would sound to me that you have a certain vendetta with this Tushu folk.
Just a little bit, but I mean, live and let learn. Although he does owe me.
So maybe we go collect a bet. I mean, a debt. Maybe kill the 3 birds with 1 stone. I mean, it's up to you. I'm not trying to take command of this here vessel. I'm just on for the ride, yeah?
I think we're all kind of just along for the ride.
By the way, if any of you need any weapons, I have myself some nice materials from the insect weapons that I can probably turn into something more your style.
I'm gonna look at your hammer and, assume that your style of crafting is vastly different from my style of crafting and decline your offer. I'm working on my own stuff.
Allow me to demonstrate. And I'm going to, let's just say, take 10 weapons and use them as materials to make a suit of armor.
Mario, by the way, as you're sleeping, you have a dream, and in this dream you see the cloaked figure of the High Magistrate again, and he looks at you. You can't see him through the mask, of course, but he looks at you and he says, "Keep your eye on the new one. If you see anything strange, report it immediately. I know you will show your obedience."
I'll awake from my dream, sort of realizing it's significant. I'll walk over to my shelf. You'll see there's a book with a list of bounties. Beside it, there's another book, and written on that is Black Hand. Beside that is a blank book. I'll open it up, and inside, I will write down Isabel. And begin to write down a journal of my memories. Of what she did today.
Alright, so I take it then, are you guys still going for
I would assume.
issues?
Yeah.
Alright, just wanted to make sure. Alright, well hopefully all of you guys had some fun tonight.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I know it was mostly combat, but it was also the big finisher.
It was awesome. Super
Yeah,
fun.
I had a lot of fun.
We